So what makes you think you can't have more? Can't have more. Keep on fighting and you'll see. You will soon see rainbows. Hey, come on. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Beautiful clouds, where you are, there are beautiful clouds, where you are, oh, oh.
This is a human problem, so human beings can solve it. Where there is a will, human beings can solve it. Some people are not willing. Those people, they have to be sought for, sit them down, and cause them. Those who are not willing should be caused to be willing. That is what I'm talking about, leadership. But human beings, there's nothing that we can destroy, and there's nothing that we can build. Now that we have destroyed this, if there is a will for us to build, when we sit down, we'll build. It seems a complex issue, but we also need complex approach to be able to deal with this. So the approach should be multifaceted. When we sit down and Ghanaians put their mind to this, it can be solved.
Also, make us say, "Hi, am in so cry, a devil to cry, and until I have to rob. Didn't so guma said the bear on funny panento being so a galam say, I say, no Munawa Kunyare. Into a guso, I see a camwasum. Then I have buying boom, Naemi and yet me yet and also when you.
The extensive pollution of water bodies due to illegal mining has hampered traditional water baptism in some mining communities, necessitating a shift to synthetic rubber pools in several districts to carry out the ordinance. In response to the several environmental and safety concerns in Galamsey
endemic communities. The church is actively intensifying its advocacy with government stakeholders to combat illegal mining. Currently, to protect our members from health and security hazards associated with heavily polluted water bodies, all districts are strongly encouraged to construct dedicated baptistries at their central seats. This proactive measure is intended to curb the health dangers associated with conducting baptism in polluted water bodies.
The chairman of our church, you know, myself, Honorable Elder Ofusu-Ampofo, our local government minister, and several others are members of your church. A few days ago, one of our colleagues, Dr. Mary Osi, slipped a bit against you. And I want on this occasion to commemorate my birthday, to let the whole church forgive us. It was just a slip. It wasn't intentionally done to malign our church. I believe sincerely that you forgive her and forgive us and accept us as your children.
As for this lady, she has made me more popular. Yeah, I mean, people like that, I don't think about them. Yeah, because she just made our church and myself more popular. If I held anything against her, like standing here to speak for 45 minutes, I would have said something about her. But I think that we all have our opinions on issues. And so let's just forget about this one. So I've forgiven her. And so don't worry. I want your heart to be to rest and enjoy this day. We want to pray for the Chief of Staff. As for this lady, she has made me more popular. Yeah, I mean, people like that, I don't think about them. Yeah, because she just made our church and myself more popular. If I held anything against her, like standing here to speak for 45 minutes, I would have said something about her. But I think that we all have our opinions on issues. And so let's just forget about this one. So I've forgiven her. And so don't worry. I want your heart to be to rest and enjoy this day. Yeah. Shall we rise in prayer?
We're talking about Galamsey. I have heard that there is somebody who says that some senior pastor has talked against Galamsey, and so he's shouting at him. Tell that woman we are not afraid of her. It's not about party. We are not afraid of anybody. Like the Pope said, I'm not afraid of Trump's administration. If something is sin, it is sin, whether it is under Akufo-Addo or under Mahama or whoever. If it is evil, it is evil. And you Ghanaians, you sit there and let the Galamsey go on. All your children and grandchildren will just die early. The thing is so evil. I don't understand why. I do, sorry for this digression. I do remember when I was chairman of Christian Council, I went with the current president, the Church of Pentecost head. We went to the then president and told him that Galamsey should stop. I was the one that led the delegation. We talked and talked about it. It's not just during this, but it's not about party issues at all. If people cannot think beyond party, they should stop opening their mouths. And I'm serious about what I'm talking about. We are not afraid of anybody. No party. We were there before there was party.
Opinion. It may be in the process of also sharing my opinion. Me can be Ghana fulfill say man can year na be this. Me you need permit me akasa amanechia. I retract and apologize.
Okay.
Me respect papa no mpempen so a wadru enfie mu kra enye yize. So obeso nyame a prepare kodru chairman enye yize. Osan ye bema. Enti me stress on say in the process of also expressing myself in response to the statement he made, Semeka Asembia and Kenya may retract and apologize to him, the Church of Pentecost, and the general public.
I think what the woman did was not right. It was totally unacceptable. Because that same pastor and other pastors spoke against us. At time, we never attacked them. And there are pastors and there are men of God. Even every man of God, you don't have any right to speak against any man of God. Because when you touch God's servant, you touch God. But of course, people do make mistake. People do make mistake. So if the woman has really, this is what I wrote. Somebody put the apology by our chief of staff on our platforms. Yes. It's not classified. That's why I wouldn't have read it. Right. And the person didn't say anything bad about the chief of staff anyway. But I said that, but there was an element of untruthfulness in the tears of the chief of staff. He said the woman wasn't intentional, but slipped. Was that what actually happened? A big no. The chief of staff reaction was thus illusory. When I say illusory, you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. He only attempted to showcase items of politics for the restoration of the dwindling goodwill of the NDC government. You see, chief of staff was apologizing. Yes. He was emotional. I respect him for that. But he said that the woman was not intentional, but he slipped. She slipped. That couldn't have been true.
She was intentional.
This one, she was intentional. So that is the only aspect. But for the chief of staff to apologize and for the great man of God to forgive the chief of staff and the NDC, I think we must move on as a people.
That is precisely what has happened. Government has been briefed in order to address the situation, because we know that it is pretty urgent. A technical committee has been set up that has representatives from all the key players in the management of Ghana's energy sector, and they have up until the close of day today to put before government a roadmap on what exactly needs to be done and how it can be done. So you can rest assured that government is taking the matter seriously and will do what has to be done in order to avert any difficulty for the people of Ghana. It needs to be stressed that the pegging exercise, or if you like, the maintenance exercise on the pipeline, should have been carried out in October of last year. Government then, the MPP government, requested that they shift it to January 20th in order that they will have sufficient time to procure the alternative fuels, that is the liquid oils, to power the thermal plants within the period that gas will not be available. At least in about 2 national security briefings that the then president-elect held with the present government, he asked about the status of the procurement of oils, and he was given firm assurance by the then government that they had put mechanisms in place to resolve the situation, that there will not be the difficulty that we are talking about today. It does appear that that promise was not kept, and therefore the responsibility has shifted to the present government. But President Mahama is alive to the task, and adequate responses will be fashioned to address this particular concern. Thank you very much.
Do we get the feeling that WAPCO would be sticking to the timeline of the January 20th, or the deferral is what you may be exploring?
Well, various options are on the table, and as I indicated, there's a committee, a technical committee, with representation from all the key players in the energy value chain that will be meeting, and they have close of day today to present a roadmap. So all options that can be explored to, first of all, avert any difficulty and address the situation at hand will be put on the table, and government will make a decision based on what we receive.
Will Dumsor be returning?
Well, I think that we need to wait for the work of the committee to know exactly what can be done. The idea is to ensure that we minimize any impact, as it were, of this particular situation.
So if anything I understand it, if there is any problem right now in regards to the power crisis, it would cost fuel that was supposed to be purchased earlier.
Absolutely. I mean, we've been in government for 1 day. I'm not sure that you can order and have fuel delivered to you in 1 day. Yes. So, as I indicated, this should have been done at least in October. Government then said that they needed up to January 20th to put their house in order and do the procurement of fuel. during the security briefings that President Mahama had, he asked specific questions regarding the status of implementation of that plan. He was giving firm assurance that everything was in order, only for us to discover, as of yesterday, that had not been done. And that is why, as a responsible government, we've taken up the mantle to ensure that we do the right things. So it has to be stated clearly that it was some dereliction of duty on the part of the outgoing government that has resulted in this situation. But we will take the steps that are necessary to address it.
The recommendations of the engineers, they are asking for the power to go off so they can work on it.
Why? Because we are, this power line is here. You are also building some substation here. Which engineer will recommend that unless you put this line off, I cannot work on this?
But that's the recommendation, they say.
It is not. They are lying to Ghanaians. They don't have any reason, so they have to lie. If you tell one lie, you need several lies to maintain the lie. It has been said that two things that are difficult to maintain in life is lies and luxury. Lies and luxury. The people they are forcing to talk, they are not sincere with us. Dumso had come. And this one has come because of the negligence of this government. It is because of their actions and their inactions that has led us into this situation. And so they must own up. The politicians must be speaking as well.
And not just
they should not be pushing. And you see, the way they have compromised state institutions, didn't we make noise about it? You change all the leadership in the power sector and put your stooges there. So the stories they are telling you is the is the politician stories that are being told, except that the people are coming with the face of not being politicians.
I am putting it on record here, Captain. So, and justified. So Ghana and experience doom so bien after 2016 for even 1 day. 1 day of doom so after 2016. Haram. Musukra.
For the past 3 weeks to 4 weeks, they've been shedding load on a daily basis. Yesterday alone, they shed 530 megawatts. This afternoon, exactly 12 o'clock, the lights went off. That is why people are stuck in the elevator. Yes. And you still have the temerity to tell us that the lights are on. Mr. Speaker, that cannot be the case.
1 month of load shedding is more than enough. This is not sporadic. This is continuous. This is persistent. And we think that the handlers of the power sector should do the onerous thing by informing the people of Ghana so they can plan ahead of time. This deliberate fixation on denial and deceiving the people of Ghana can no longer hold. We therefore call on President Akufo-Addo, Dr. Bawumia, and this government to do the needful by telling the people of Ghana the truth.
Mr. Speaker, it is worth emphasizing that I inherited a nation plagued by doomsday, but I'm very happy to say that I leave office with the lights on. This achievement did not come without its challenges. When my administration assumed office, we inherited an energy sector legacy debt of $2.5 billion United States dollars. The Energy Sector Recovery Program, developed by government and the World Bank, projected that this debt would balloon to a staggering $12.5 billion United States dollars within 5 years if no decisive actions were taken. We knew that such a scenario would cripple the sector, undermine investor confidence, and plunge the nation back into darkness. Mr. Speaker, we got to work immediately. Through tough negotiations with independent power producers, prudent financial management, and targeted interventions, we've been able to stabilize the sector while keeping the lights on. I'm pleased to report that we've kept the energy sector legacy debt to $2.5 billion, the same level we inherited, and have averted the 12.5 billion debt scenario, despite the rising cost of energy production and the global economic challenges that have unfolded during my tenure.
You know, liars cannot go to heaven. And let me give you a Bible quotation. Proverbs 19, chapter 19, verse 9. It says, those who bear false witness will not go unpunished, and the liars will be destroyed. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 9. I expect that when MPP is telling lies, they'll leave it to the younger ones and the junior ones to do. And when the senior ones like Nana Akufo-Addo says that Dumsor was not solved before we came, I heard him say that we could not keep the lights on. How can we run 24-hour economy? In 2016, Dumsor had been solved. Nobody's lights went off in 2016. Nobody had load shedding in 2016. That is on record. Go and look at Gridco records. Go and look at ECG records. Nobody had load shedding in 2016, and that is a fact. Ezu. And he himself knows that Dumsor was a generational problem, and that it was because of the lack of addition of generation over the years that crystallized in my time. But I did not do what he has been doing, shifting the blame to somebody else. I went to Parliament and I said I was elected to solve the problems of Ghana. I accept responsibility for the energy crisis and I will fix it. And I fixed it. From January to December to the following January, when we handed over to Nana Akufo-Addo, he should bear true testimony. Dumsor had been solved. Ezu. And so, if you lie, you will not go to heaven. At his age, he should be preparing his soul for heaven. So he should stop lying.
But due to underinvestment over the years, this has resulted in overloads, low voltages, and recurring outages. Government is addressing this issue head-on by implementing a nationwide transformer upgrade and replacement program. As an immediate intervention, this month alone, we have installed almost 200 transformers, and we have the list with Roxanne. He will make that available to you.
Flashback.
So if ECG suddenly tells us that the whole of Ghana, our transformers are overloaded, and their maintenance work is no more daytime, but rather between 7 and 11 p.m., that is blatant falsehood. ECG, they do not even carry out maintenance in the night. They do regular routine maintenance in the afternoon. But if ECG now tells us that they've changed their system, and now they do all the routine maintenance in the night, and it's on daily basis. So East Legon, every night, they'll come and maintain the transformer. Every night. I mean, at a particular time between 7 and 11. I mean, no. It just doesn't add up. They should credit us with some modicum.
So the issue isn't maintenance, management, or financial?
It's a management issue, political interference, and misuse of the revenues accruing. It's not as if revenues are not accruing. As you can see, almost $1 billion collection a month. It can do a lot.
The electricity for Amubuni Pasay. Abrochile kura ye kuroka kraka. Onko to that kosia man light of that. Then haka krabi nim said you ohela atene so se e ye ne di wa fa se le bepa ne da open o dum ne keke. Na mo sanko fo no ma. Compensation bi eni. Na Ghana ha de o mu buni pase ye nkwasiafo. Na ye na o mo yire no mo aye adwuma bia. Ko be wu se sisiye. Eye pa eye don beto mo ye bi o mo de o mo ye. The electricity for Amubuni Pasay.
They wrote 10 sins of Canadian Japan. And when you take them one by one, none of them was I defending my family members. I was defending the party. And they call it as a sin, so I'm quiet. I bet you what NDC is doing now to our party people. My normal staff, I would have reacted and they would have slowed down the intimidation. But at least I'm not doing it. because I don't want to get 11 cents. Yeah, I'm quiet. Yeah. I'm not going to do it to get 11 cents.
A lot of people are surprised actually.
Yeah.
With your quietness.
Yeah, I'm quiet because I am hurt. That defending MPP party and I was charged treason. Now they see it as a sin. So I'm quiet. I'm not going to say anything again. They wrote 10 sins of Canadian Japan. And when you take them one by one, none of them was I defending my family members. I was defending the parties. And they call it as a sin. So I'm quiet. I bet you what NDC is doing now to our party people. My normal staff, I would have reacted and they would have slowed down the intimidation. But at least I'm not doing it because I don't want to get 11 cents. Yeah, I'm quiet. Yeah. I'm not going to do it to get 11 cents.
A lot of people are surprised actually.
Yeah.
With your quietness.
Yeah, I'm quiet because I am hurt. That defending MPP party and I was charged treason. Now they see it as a sin. So I'm quiet. I'm not going to say anything again. They wrote 10 sins of Canadian Japan. And when you take them one by one, none of them was I defending my family members. I was defending the parties. And they call it as a sin. So I'm quiet. I bet you what NDC is doing now to our party people. My normal staff, I would have reacted and they would have slowed down the intimidation. But at least I'm not doing it because I don't want to get 11 cents. Yeah, I'm quiet. Yeah. I'm not going to do it to get 11 cents.
A lot of people are surprised actually.
Yeah.
With your quietness.
Yeah, I'm quiet because I am hurt. That defending MPP party and I was charged treason. Now they see it as a sin. So I'm quiet. I'm not going to say
this opportunity on behalf of the party to kneel down before my dad. Please forgive us. Let's come together to build this country. Thank you very much.
I need to see me and Papa. Me and Papa Susu. In spite of all these, but she's getting too fair.
Let's also look at his response to a daughter. What do you make of that?
He is my father. Like I said earlier, my father died at the age of 47, and in 1979 I was in secondary school, Form 4. And he's one of those who have made me who I am. He took care of me.
Is Anita is also bleaching?
She's not bleaching. Do you know my children? I don't know if you know Belinda and Franklin. I'm not bleaching. Maybe he has admired me so much.
Oh, so your father had it wrong, saying you are bleaching.
My father?
Yeah.
No, you can say anything that you are. He's my father.
Much as no honor. Then you know yet not. Don't know your foreign minister. But some people want him. Some guests. They get like one more chia. What chia me you know, namity. You know, from her throat. Later on, it decides that not knowing, Jami Nigiri, Nuhunam Ndoso.
Kwasi asema oji oboso ku amanfo ma saka yi amanfo won ba bi onam oyi overtake no eno akosha wan he hwe ka se ba ne ba bi onam sa body so on oni ofa ni pa konkan ba bi onam eno onya ba bi nhye bi mu eno onya ba bi nhye no won wade awe ka ba ko na gene wa nyame nko a Akwawe, I just am Chikawe. Some Chikawe. Oh, Kwasi asema oji oboso ku amanfo ma Saka yi a man for one baby on them. Or you overtake no, and I was one way. The car say Banny baby on them, Savoy. So on, eh? Only eh? Ah, on funny papon kind, eh? Baby on them, and on your baby in shaking you. And on your baby in shadow. What one idea away, eh? Come up on a genuine, eh? Yamen Kwa, eh? Go come up away, and there's some chicks out of Kawi. Some Chikawi. Oh, Kwasia Sama audio was so cool, a man for ma. Saka yi a man for one baby on them. Or you overtake no, and I was one way. The car say Banny baby on them, Savoy. So on, eh? Only eh? Ah, on funny papon kind, eh? Baby on them, and on your baby in shaking you. And on your baby in shadow. What one idea away, eh? Come up on a genuine, eh? Yamen Kwa, eh? Go come up away, and there's some chicks out of Kawi.
Government is broke, government is broke. But people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where is that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are two types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. They will say, my term will end next year. When I leave, how will I eat money? Let me borrow money now and borrow money of the future and eat it now.
All right, so good morning. Thank you very much for joining the show. This is Good Morning Ghana on the Metro Television. Today is the 28th of April, 2026. Let me say this is the day the Lord has made indeed. I want to say big thanks to the Almighty God for making it possible for us to return here to join the nation's conversation on the big issues that are making the rounds in Nigeria country, Ghana. We also want to say a big thanks to you for tuning in every day from 7 a.m. to 9:55. This is where Ghana watches, this is what Ghana watches, and this is where Ghana listens to, and this is where the real conversations take place, because we talk Ghana. We don't talk just parties and politics. It's where the facts are checked. You come, you make a statement that is not backed by evidence. We would interrogate it. And that's what differentiates us from here. Here again, the presenter occasionally has an opinion. Let me go on and look at what the papers are reporting today. As you do know, now we do the online portal review as well. So I'll start with Daily Graphic. It says that confront audit infractions with the honesty, Accountant General to Public Sector Accountants. There's Buankra Inland Port critical to economic transformation, as Edu Nketi has been talking. And the Osahong Agieva is new First Bank Ghana MD and the Chief Executive Officer. There's also Akosombo back on stream. 2 units restored, full recovery expected this week, according to Energy Minister. The Ghanaian Times, Dumso scare, Akosombo back on stream, power supply to improve. Energy Minister. There's Minister revokes Adamos Resources leases over illegal mining. There's President Katsot for Airport Concourse Project. There's GAF confirms Bazoa attack, 3 civilians, 7 assailants killed. Daily Guide, lawyers punch RNAQ, prejudicial interview. There's Dodua land dispute, minister accused of trespassing. There's Adamos Resources mining leases revoked. Heath, Goldfields must stay, according to resident. Prophet Uche receives a 2-4 gold medal. Adamos Resources lawyers write to Daily Guide. And there's Python's takeover Kumasi ECG substation. That's on the front of today's Daily Guide paper. The Inside says that Prestia Galamsey Group praises Heath Goldfields for seeding underground mine portions for peas without approval. And then you also have Presidency backs NLA KGL new contract, revenue talks ongoing. Family accuses Kantamanso police of 2,000 cedis bribe for bail, petitions IGP. NPP in turmoil as a dogfight erupts in Lejokuku of allegations of extortion and others. There's reparation agenda on global stage between Ghana and Colombia. Produce receipt document. You have no land at Botiano. Nikwe Aku family tells claimant. Minerals Commission cracks whip, revokes Ademos mining leases in a landmark enforcement. And then you have the Inquisitor that says Adamos Resources is hot. Mining lease at Akango, Salman in Crawford revoked. And there's Electrochem resolute despite challenges. Adamos fight against revocation of leases. The Ghanaian Publisher. Illegal mining fallout. Minister pulls plug on Adamos operations. Gold Board CEO tours Royal Ghana Gold Refinery. There's RNAQ claims on delay show. Joanna Quay's lawyers fires back. Pristia Miners praise Heath Goldfields. And there's Wuntumi not into Galamsey, AG affirms. Accra's airport jams. Mahama Rashid's new concourse as passenger surge bites. There's Ghana set for decisive IMF program exit review. And there's also Adamos Unmasked, how a mining baroness who bestrode NDC and MPP finally met her match. So here I'm talking about the New Republic. Sorry about that, the New Republic. Now, NDC base, sea sabotage in Jinapors kept men, and there's OSP created through years of reform. Ghana FinTech boom faces reality tests. Economy Times. DDEP shadows loom over diaspora bond push amid record $7.8 billion remittance surge. There's GSE rebounds in April after March sell-off, regains position among Africa's top-performing markets. Cocoa Board and Swiss delegation partner to scale innovative cocoa juice production at a Chiase facility. The Daily Post. Government revokes Adamos Resources mining leases over illegal operations, and as Adamos Resources were working with the AG on prosecution, Minerals Commission, 2 Akosombo generation units restored, engineers raised to bring back third. And this committee tasked to advise on establishment of national airline to present report this week, according to Mahama. The Daily Searchlight. Dumso minority corner government demand load shedding schedule and disputes government's explanation for worsening power cuts. Rejection of coins fueling price increases market traders. And the CPP marks 54 years since Nkrumah's death, calls for renewed Pan-African unity. And as UPSA, IWES, holds a Labour Day public lecture to ensure decent work environment. And there's rejection of coins fueling price increase according to market traders. Let me now go online. My jaw online starts with, that's what I want to start with. I took off my generator to feel what Ghanaians feel. Deputy Energy Minister on Life Without Power. And then there's power instability and weeds choke water supply in Eastern Accra. ECG announces temporary power curtailment in Volta and Oti. The City Newsroom. Adamos Resources will not submit unlawful lease revocation. That's the City Newsroom. Then also SA, xenophobic attack, close shops, avoid protest areas. Ghana Mission warns. Ghana on track for IMF program exit as final review commences. Ghana Web says that 10 dead, 11 arrested and more. Ghana Army shares details of shootout in Binduri. And there's a How Gold Ball Special Intervention Program turns gold into hope. There's evidence show that Joanna Quay co-builds Quick Credit Empire with RNAQ. Lawyer claims. And then there's a Diana owner, Domahine, orders full payment of Dominic Frimpong contract to family. That's with Ghana Web. Let me now go to MetroTVOnline.com. There's 21 arrested over deadly Binduri convoy attack, according to GAF. 21 arrested after deadly Binduri convoy attack. There's World Cup group stage set for yellow card amnesty. CD gains not due to NDC policies, according to Stephen Moa. I'm using data to drive development in my constituency, and as Ghana must come first before party. Both these two stories are attributed to Sticker, as we officially call him, that's Stephen Amoa. All right, so that's it for the newspaper and the online review. Please stay with us. This is Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. I've got a special guest. He's here with us. We'll do a brief one with him, a brief engagement or interaction with him. He is a man who is superintending of a very, very important agency. It has to do with jobs. It has to do with opportunity. It has to do with the development of the youth of this country. You don't want to miss this interview. This is perhaps his first time doing an interview here on the Good Morning Ghana platform. Stay with us.
Aya, Baba Shushui. Amen.
Finding the ideal property shouldn't be a daunting task. At MNC Properties, we believe everyone deserves a place to call home. That's why we specialize in providing affordable housing options under our flagship project, Fresh Property Joy. Specifically designed for low and medium income earners, our range of customizable homes includes 2 and 3 bedroom standard and executive options, all meticulously crafted using innovative interlocking brick technology. We understand the importance of simplicity and convenience in the acquisition process. That's why we have designed our procedures to be straightforward and hassle-free, offering flexible payment options tailored to your individual needs. In addition to our affordable homes, we proudly offer litigation-free lands for sale in vibrant and upscale communities that present the perfect opportunity to build your dream home. We are committed to making affordable housing a reality, providing you with the joy of owning a home that meets your budgets and aspirations. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or invest, we've got you covered. Our service team is ready to assist you on 030-255-1917. MNC Properties.
Mommy, good morning.
Good morning, my son. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Mom. How about you?
I'm fine.
Joe, I just saw your mom doing her usual morning routine. Like, it was just 2 weeks she underwent a major colon surgery.
Bro, see, my mom is doing perfectly fine, and we're all excited about it. It was minimally invasive surgery, and the recovery has been very fast.
Minimally? Hey! No, wait. What do you mean by that?
So they offered my mom a laparoscopic colon surgery. Laparoscopic colon surgery, which we accepted. It turned out it was equally safe with a very fast recovery time, and the cost involved too was very, very reasonable. She was discharged 3 days after the surgery, and you can see her, she's on her feet again.
3 days?
Just 3 days, bro.
Mean Tuber Hospital, first Ghana colorectal center, aimed to serve a peculiar health need.
Hey buddy, it's me Azar.
Yeah, me now they see. Hey, you look fresh. Oh.
Hey.
With your label today.
Wait till you see what's inside me.
Azar, freshly made inside and out for greater coverage and colors that last longer and beautify your walls, spaces and places. Azar, no size. Go ahead. Buy now. Azar, #1 from Azar Group since 1921.
Hey, Unia, new release niana. Kaya gum.
A bitino was me new release. Me can no access fit mu ho no. And na Tabotech Garages Limited. Akwafa besiesie amana aye nitia. Obi ase ya ka amuru no.
Accident car no na Tabotech Garages Limited. Amana se gina ne naso sa no.
Me se wo mu akwafa broni fita engineer afira brochiraba. And wo check cars no. Na wo hunu ba bia Ford krowo. And ho spare parts so wo de hyehyɛ. Afenesi road. And so ho charges kakra bi o.
Tabotech Garages Limited.
Wo ye general servicing. Ebi engine overhauling, engine tuning, oven spraying, general electrical works, air condition installation work, BMU, upholstery, gearbox, make a day.
Tabotech Garages Limited.
Apart from sir, car that wotimi ato, and now our trauma one was science importation of cars and whole spare parts. If la butcherba, wokoto car mawa, a free.
Hey, also what you kwawe.
Tabotech Garages Limited. Our La Paz Malam Road. After Bayard traffic light. Wow. Bibiania for 0206. 48 1793 and now 0542 96 1111. Website tabotechghana.com.
Tabotech Garages Limited.
Hey, kaya wo bia benyane.
Tabotech Garages Limited.
Your car beauty and the power boosters.
Grab your bottle and unleash the taste of Storm Energy Drink.
A bold flavor, a big attitude. Feel the vibe, own the moment. It's your time to be different. Storm Energy Drink, make your mark.
Excessive drinking can be detrimental to health. Not recommended for persons under 18 years, lactating mothers, pregnant women, and people sensitive to caffeine. This advert is FDA approved.
Looking for comfort, convenience, and class all in one place? Welcome to Stay Easy Apartments on Conference Center, where modern living meets exceptional service. Whether you're staying for business or leisure, Stay Easy offers you a home away from home. Spacious and well-furnished apartments, pool, gym, and everything you need to relax and feel at ease. Planning a meeting, workshop, or special event? Our event grounds and state-of-the-art conference center is designed to host your events and bring your vision to life. From corporate gatherings to private functions, we provide the perfect space, supported by modern equipment and a professional team ready to assist you. At Stay Easy, your comfort and success are our priority. Book your stay or reserve your space today. Call us at 020-739-1473 or 0244-226367. Stay Easy Apartments and Conference Center. Stay easy with us.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, a who be here, some mattress a papadia to a mammy man for. Kel Charcoal's natural ingredients, and a bomb is so buying, a man is swing, and a sans of Mama Hoto so a will bedroom.
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kel Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Hive Management Systems, in partnership with the Solid Waste Association of Ghana, invites you to the Green Go Hub official launch and fundraising events. Theme: Powering the Circular Economy with Smart Technology, with a focus on incentivizing segregation at source. Join us at the Manfi Hall Gimba Green Hill campus on Thursday, 7 May 2026 at 10 a.m. Our special guest of honor is Niayi Bonte II, Bese Manche Adonte of the Ghana State, Chairperson, Nanama Entry, Executive Secretary of the Environmental Service Providers Association. Keynote addresses will be delivered by Honorable Samuel Nate George, Minister for Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, and Professor Nanama Brown Kluche, Chief Executive of the Environmental Protection Authority. This event is proudly endorsed and supported by the Ghana National Plastic Action Partnership, the Environmental Protection Authority, the Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology, the Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, the Environmental Service Providers Association, Zoomlion Ghana Limited, and Indigo Foundation, with media support from Media General, UTV, Metro TV, MX24, and 1957 News. To register as a sponsor or donor, visit www.gringo-hub.com or call 054-342-7085. Your fundraising host and MC will be Mr. Alfredo Kanse. With strategic partnership from Globalware, the East Legon Executive Fitness Club, Blue Skies, and Margins Group, this event is powered by MTN as the official title sponsor. Be part of the movement towards a cleaner, smarter, and more sustainable future.
A flavor, a feeling, a moment you can't resist. Metro TV is bringing you Cook Africa AU Day on Saturday, the 23rd of May 2026, under the theme My Kitchen and Safe Sanitation. From every corner, every culture, join us at the Metro TV premises. Come, let's have fun, eat, and experience the taste of Africa together. This event is a Metro TV event supported by Metro TV Digital, Original TV, and Original FM.
right, you are watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. This show is also live on 94.1 FM. I promised that I was going to do a one-on-one interaction with a very, very important person, a very important individual. Now, this person is heading a very, very important agency, and this agency essentially is to help the youth of this country to be employed, to get good jobs, and to create their own jobs, basically, to become entrepreneurs. We all do know that you can't build a nation without entrepreneurs. It's just not possible, because when they create the jobs, they will employ people, the people will pay taxes, the government takes the taxes, the government uses the taxes to provide essential services, infrastructure, etc., etc. So it is always the vision of governments to ensure that their citizens not just get employed, but they also employ people as well. So there's an agency which was set up as far back as in 2014 under John Mahama I. At the time was the Youth Enterprise Support. Is now metamorphosed into an agency called the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Plan. And the man who is at the helm of affairs as far as this agency is concerned is the man called Mr. Eric Ejay. He's also one of the most prolific, one of the most astute, and one of the most exceptional spokespersons for the NDC as a political party. Not many were surprised when he was elevated to become the NEIP boss. He's here with us this morning because we need to understand what his agency does and what they've been up to since its creation. He's also a private legal practitioner. He graduated last year. And so perhaps this is how I want to start the interview. First of all, I say good morning to you, Eric.
Good morning, Moro.
And good to have you join us in the studio.
Thank you very much.
We're
good to
happy.
be with you this morning.
Yes. Thank you very much. And we're happy that you've been able to make time. He's a very, very busy man because he's training the youth of this country to be able to take up the commanding heights of Ghana's business. And so that's why he's very busy. But we've been able to get him here in the studio. And we'd also want to say congratulations to you, belated though. Last year you were called to the bar.
Yes, please.
I know it wasn't easy.
Charlie.
It was tough, eh?
Oh. But we made it by the grace of God, yeah.
Right. Whose idea was it? Was it something you've always wanted to become, or must have been your partner, family? Whose idea was it for you to read law? I've been wondering.
You know, when I was growing up,
yes,
the plan was to be a reverend father.
Okay.
So I was a mass servant then, like I served for 15 years in the Catholic Church.
Okay.
So I don't know how I even transitioned to be a politician. I'm still thinking about it. I remember after we lost 2016 election, we all came to Accra to start life again. So I think with my association with my boss, Sammy Jemfi, influenced my decision a lot. So by then, myself, Abbas Nuruddin, one other guy, Pedro.
Okay.
We were all moving with Sammy, and Sammy was the only lawyer among us. So,
okay. You mean Sammy Jemfi?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So he advised us to start something because whatever you build today, you enjoy the fruit of your labor in future. So we all started together, and by the grace of God, all the three guys are now lawyers around him. So he has done really well.
I see.
Yes. So Abbas is the CEO for SI, Social Investments Fund.
Yes.
And Pedro is the Director of Titles for Minerals Commission, and my good self, Eric KJ. So we are all lawyers now.
Interesting. And I noticed that you, Abbas Nuruddin, Savi Jemfi, especially the three of you, you're oftentimes together. I mean, what's the secret? Why such a strong bond amongst the three of you? What's the story?
We love each other.
Okay.
And one thing you ought to know in life is that friendship can also have impact on whatever you do. And Sammy is the type of person, anytime he gets the opportunity, he will always be carrying some of us along. And that is why we are always with him. I remember last 2 weeks or so, I posted something on my social media page. Then my colleagues started calling me CEO Kumpi Arrow of Good Boy. They said I'm always defending Sammy James. We have a solid bond, and I cherish it. He's been so kind to me in person. So that
you're one of the, I'll call the most powerful, one of the powerful communicators of your party. I mean, you have a way of putting the issues across in ways that looks and sounds very convincing. How long have you been in the political communication business? And how are you combining communicating for the party occasionally and also doing your job as NEIP boss, etc.?
I think I started political communication in 2014.
2014?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Way back in Sunyani. So from there, I contested as a constituency communication officer in my constituency, Jamai North, Bono region. I won. Then I came to the region to contest for deputy communications officer, of which this is my second term. So as a deputy regional communication officer, then I came straight to Accra to continue the job. So I think all is about how you carry yourself and how you present the message to those willing to listen to you. And I've noticed one thing in life: if you want to go far, don't be arrogant.
If you want to go far, don't be arrogant.
That is all.
Be respectful.
Simple.
It's as simple as that.
Because if you want to be respected, you also have to be very respectful.
Absolutely.
I think my boss is older than me a year and a half, but he's my boss.
And here your boss, you're talking Sammy James.
Yes, please. He's my boss.
Hey.
I'm also somebody's boss.
That is life, huh?
Yeah.
But now, your party has brought a new rule, and the rule, the new policy is that for people like you, you're a deputy communications officer of your party that's Bono, isn't it?
Yeah, Bono region.
Bono region. You would have to relinquish, or you have to jettison that, or you have to resign. If you have any intentions of, contesting any position. Maybe being an MP, for instance. How do you? Well, what do you think about it? And it's something you've been thinking about, because I have a bird has whispered in my ears that you have some ambitions, but that's another conversation for another day. What do you think about this policy?
That is coming from the top hierarchy of the party. So
because the reaction has been mixed, actually.
I know, right?
There are some who think it's a good idea, something that. Could have been better.
Let's leave it to them.
You respect the decision?
Yes.
For now, you don't have any
That is
opinion.
the decision from the party. So, as a leader within the same party, I think whatever the top hierarchy will be thinking for the party is the best. Although the complaints are there, but for now, let's leave it.
Because you see, I'm looking at it. We're going to move to the main reason why you're here. Because I'm looking at it this way. You are heading a very, very important agent or an organization called the NEIP. You look at someone like Sammy James. He's heading Gold Board. Ruth Sedo, she's a National Service Secretariat. You also look at somebody like George Oparado, who's the National Minister for Youth Development. You look at someone like Osman Ayariga. He's a National Youth the National Youth Authority. Okay. Then we have Malik Basintale, who's a YEA. And then you have someone like, what's the name of this? Hannah Bisiu. She's at
Women's Organization.
MIF. Okay. And then you have the, Elikem Kotoko.
Elikem.
Deputy Forestry Commission.
Kobe Ballon.
And then you have Kobe Ballon.
Yes.
Where's Kobe?
Kobe is with Road Fund. He's the administrator.
Oh, he's administrator of the Road Fund?
Yes, please.
Oh, that's a very powerful guy.
President Mahama has positioned as well.
Very.
To do something to help the
quite
future
clearly,
generation.
Yes.
So we do appreciate that. And
so when you hear sometimes your party full soldiers say that the party people have not been rewarded, you have Bregu and so on and so forth, why don't you use your example, for instance, to say that, look, it's not entirely true, because you're a classic example of not to take away the fact that you're competent.
I get you.
You've worked and you deserve to be acknowledged.
Addressing party issues are a bit complicated. So Some of us, we do our best in supporting a lot of them. But, you know, human being, you cannot predict any human being because if something is given to the person today, he or she is very comfortable.
Right.
If it is no more, the thinking is that I've not gotten anything.
As if the person never had anything.
Yes. You've helped a lot of people. When I came into office, I think I've recruited over 120 people. But some are there complaining they've not gotten anything. And those you've recruited, they will not even comment. So the fact that it's not you doesn't mean we are not helping others. Maybe somebody is also helping other people at a different particular point in time. So to the party folks, they should calm down. As a young person, I'm in to serve the country and to serve my party as well. But at times, the pressure, I won't lie to you. A lot may even forget how some of us started working for the party. And others may also be thinking that we are privileged to be here, but that is not the case. But I think hard work pays. So if you're working for the party, at times, just sacrifice and do what you can do to help. You may not know when you also get opportunity to serve. And not everyone in the party can be a chief executive, member of parliament, flag bearer, blah, blah, and the ministers. But there are some opportunities you get when your party is in power. That alone is very important. So to the party people, we love you all. And I know whatever we are doing, we also have to factor them or put them into consideration. So I normally advise my colleagues appointees. You are fortunate to be the chief executive officer. When the party person comes to you, just open up, talk to them, explain matters to them, they will get it. But if you close your doors, they'll be venting outside, of which you may not hear. So let them respect them like they do respect her. That is all.
Now, I was, again, I wanted to end this part of the conversation. Now,
like you spoke about the party position.
Good. I was building. I was actually building up to a certain point. Now, the point I was trying to build is that you can imagine a situation where you, assuming this party policy had existed, you can imagine a situation where if you were not the NEIP, if Sami Jinfi was not at Gold Board, if what's the name? George was not where he was, Malik Basintale, etc., etc. Would they have been able to extend the kind of help that they extended to party people if they didn't have the kinds of positions that they had? I'm just thinking aloud. I don't know whether you can help me.
Sincerely speaking, no.
Because they would then have to call.
Because at the end of the month, some of us, we give our salaries to party people. So
you give your salaries to party people?
Oh, yes.
But how do you survive?
By the grace of God, and the little we keep. Wow. Because people are always coming in with hospital bills, school fees, and other stuff. You have to support them. So if some of us are given the opportunity today to work in the same government, I think it sounds right. With the little we get, we give it back. Moro, it's not easy. Times, and you know, as a leader, you can't be complaining to your followers always. So when they come, you also do your best to support. So with the initiative of not allowing the appointees to contest, I know some of the appointees are not happy. That one I know. But that is a decision from the party. Let's respect the party hierarchy for now.
Do we need to rethink our democracy? You campaign, you come to power, and the pressure is not on how to deliver on the job you're given, but the pressure is on how to make sure that your party rank and file is happy, and how that can be destructive. You know, so I'll say, it's difficult to focus on the job because there are 100 people waiting for you outside.
That is true, but I think it's also about mindset. Because now we are in power. Every comrade is in power. That is the mindset. And at times, we politicians, how we communicate the message to our followers also create problems for us. You can't be talking as if you can do everything at any particular point in time. I think we ought to be very objective at times to our followers for them to know whatever we are going through. Because for them, I need mobile phone. Then you give out. That is all. Where you get the money from is
They
not
don't
an
care.
issue. No. I'm hungry. Get me food. That's all. I need job. Just get me job. Whether finance minister will get you clearance or not.
They don't care.
They need job. But minister will also tell you the economy is dangling, so let's put some measures in place before we can take some decision. But they do not care. But I think we have to help them. What can we do?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is how I have decided to break the ice, and we're now we'll get into the more substantive issues now. Now, before we talk about some of the initiatives that you have been championing, we need to, I believe, understand, first of all, what your agency is supposed to be doing, really what the mandate of your agency. First of all, what you inherited when you assumed office. What did John Mahama tell you to go and do at the NEIP, and are you doing it? So that's it. So 4 questions in one. First of all, when we say NEIP, who are you? What do you do? What's your mandate? Number two, in what, what was the state of the NEIP when you inherited it? And then when Mahama called you to say, Eric, I'm giving you this job, what exactly did the president instruct you to go and do? And are you doing it?
Oh, more about it. I'm doing it.
So that's why we're here.
So thank you very much.
NEIP, who are you?
NEIP stands for National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program.
Okay.
So our core mandate is to give entrepreneurship training to the young people of Ghana. So President Mahama appointed me somewhere last year to champion his interests in giving the young people the opportunity to also excel through their businesses. But how I met NEIP, that question, I think, yes, I met it.
What were the challenges that you inherited? And how have you dealt with those challenges?
NEIP is a program. So we don't have any legislative backing.
Oh, you don't?
Oh, yes. So personally, on my appointment, I'm a presidential staffer assigned as the chief executive to work with NEIP.
Okay.
So this is just a flagship program.
So what ministry means you're not under any ministry?
We're under youth ministry. My minister is George Opariado.
Okay.
He's my sector minister.
I get it.
So
I thought you report directly to the chief of staff because you were under the presidency.
No, previously my office was under the office of the president, but with the alignment for this particular government, we've now assigned to the Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment. So George Opariado is my sector minister. But like I indicated, I'm a staffer assigned as a chief executive officer role to work with the NEIP. But the major problem is that because we have no legislation backing us, at times it's difficult to take some decisions. You know how things are being done. Because from 2014, after the creation of that particular office, then Youth Enterprise Support, and later on transition to NEIP under President Akufo-Addo, we've not been able to get any legislation backing us. But now we are working on that.
But you know what surprises me? From 2014, we've not been able to enact an
and this is about entrepreneurship.
Wow, that's shocking.
Now, in every economy, entrepreneurship is a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
But so why don't we pay more attention to how to get legislation for its operation? So when I came into office, I think my colleague Kofi Ofosu-Nkansah, they started something that was in 2019. But there were a lot of issues. I also took over from him. But now I've submitted a bill to my sector minister, George Opariado, to also champion it at the cabinet level for us. Because if you are able to get the legislation to back us, there will be a lot of opportunities for it. Anytime you meet what's the name? Development partners, the first question is, what's the law that establishes what's the law backing you?
Yeah.
So that becomes a headache for me. So I think
it becomes so it makes attracting funding very difficult.
Oh yes, that's very true. Because, people are interested in investing in entrepreneurship, but they want to know your mandate according to law.
Absolutely.
Or be using their monies for. They can't just dash you money to just be doing whatever you want to do. So that is my headache now. But
Wow.
I believe strongly that with the intervention of my sector minister, George Opariado, something positive will come out. So
Okay.
let's see.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So, whatever the challenges are, you have inherited an institution.
Oh,
You have to run it.
We are into
And-
research.
Yes, exactly. So, what have you been doing since you assumed office?
Okay.
What have you been busy doing? Because you were appointed January 2025, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, what have you been up to?
Oh, so you know my dates?
Yes, I've been following. I have to. I don't have any option for two reasons. Because you are a brother.
Yeah.
And secondly, I'm a journalist. I have to be following. Yes.
I get you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. President Mahama appointed me in January last year to be the chief executive officer for my organization.
Right.
And he assigned me a specific role that, during the campaign, we made a lot of promises to Ghanaians. And one of them was Ejumera, which is a government flagship program. I remember when we were putting together the manifesto, Ejumera just came. You know, in Akan language, Ejumera means Obi owning Ejuma.
Yes.
So
Right.
they just brought something in our manifesto, Ejumera, and that was all.
That's the president's idea, which is Ejumera.
Yes. So I should go and create job. So they appointed me and assigned to me Ejumera. So I went to the office with the Ejumera to go and work on it. So
Right.
with the able team, my deputy, John Selassie. You know her?
Yes.
Yeah, she's my deputy.
Yes, I know her.
And my directors, Ohene and Co. We've done a lot of things in place. So we went there without any knowledge about Ejumera.
Right.
But we sat as a team, invited a lot of stakeholders to craft something about entrepreneurship. Because if you want me to create job for others and others also create job for others, that is Ejumera. So what is it? All is about entrepreneurship. And entrepreneurship is also about turning ideas into business. So we went there to turn ideas into business. So we started the process by, I think the president launched the program somewhere 28th of April.
Yes.
In Ashanti region.
Yes, in fact, 27th of April.
27th.
Yes.
In Kumasi, to be
Yes.
precise, Premier Assembly Hall. So after the launch, we opened the portal. Over 120,000 people applied.
Wow.
So it was huge. And
Was it they applied for funding?
yes. You know, initially people, they thought I was just going to dash them
money.
But
Yes.
you see, I gave you something. When I
Yes.
came, I gave you a document. So when I came into office, I told myself, we can't keep doing it like we always do it. At least there should be changes to also let the ordinary Ghanaian feel the impact of whatever we are going to do in the office. So with this series of engagements, meeting government agencies, private individuals, then we developed this manual given to you. Are you enjoying it, the manual?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
So we
I
developed...
I like the packaging. It's really good.
Yes.
This is top quality.
Yes.
You know, and I want to know the so which who's the publisher of these documents?
Oh, I think I've forgotten. Check
That's
somewhere.
what I've been looking
Oh, he
for.
did a very good job for
Yeah,
us.
he did a very good job.
So after the application, after the portal was open,
Okay.
about 120,000 people applied. So then my headache became how to select the 10,000 out of the 120,000, because the promise given by the president was to train 10,000 young entrepreneurs. So
Okay.
we selected a committee, of which I excommunicated myself from the committee, which was chaired by, I think, British Council.
Okay.
And membership, University of Ghana Business School were involved, I think UPSA. You know Mamaga Akosombo Catering Services?
Yes, I know. She's a very good friend of mine.
Yeah, she was also involved. The president for Ghana Youth Federation, Sharif, was also in. Yeah. So, and as Absa Bank, we brought a whole lot of individuals who are well vested in the entrepreneurship space. So they selected 10,887 people for us to train.
Okay.
So we trained them 5 solid weeks with this manual given to you.
Okay.
So with this manual, we met in Eastern region for 1 week to come out with more ideas. After the 1 week meeting, then we developed this particular manual for the training of the beneficiaries. So we did a training for 5 weeks. After the training, another headache came on board, that is how to get the shortlisted 2,000 people to support, like the president stated in the manifesto and the launch. So we formed another independent committee, which was also headed by the British Council again. So the Grants Management Committee was commissioned by my sector minister at the ministry, which I think Venture Capital was part, Absa Bank, University of Ghana Business School again, Akosombo Catering Services, Horseman Shoes. These were the people we selected. I was not part. So they met in a hotel for 1 week, and they were able to bring out over 3,700 proposals for us to consider.
Okay.
So after the consideration, they went across the 16 regions for nationwide pitching. So all those who applied and all those who were selected for consideration of the grants, they pitched their business before the Grant Management Committee in all the 16 regions. So after everything, they brought the list to us. They did the allocation. So the monies given to the beneficiaries today the allocation was not done by us. So you go to, you just went there to pitch your business. They ask you, what do you want to do? How can you use this money? Blah, blah, blah. Yesterday, a lady sent me a message that she was looking for 100,000, but they gave her 30,000. So she's not happy. Honestly speaking, I became very confused because you are not doing anything. Then the government is coming on board to support you. For us giving you 30,000 grants, not a loan. She was so bold to test me that she's not happy.
And that she wanted 100,000?
Yes.
And she only got 30,000?
Yes.
So she's disappointed?
Yes, in me.
Did you ask her to return the money?
Oh, nah.
But she doesn't like it.
The money is already credited into the account of the person.
Well, you can write to her and ask her to return. Because you can divide that money into 3 parts and make 3 people very happy.
So after considering your proposal, the committee realized that maybe you can use 30,000 for such business.
Yes.
So they allocated the money to you and just pay the money. But she's thinking that maybe she deserves more.
How do you monitor to ensure that when you say you want X amount and the committee approves it and they give you the money, how do you ensure that that which you said you want to use the money for, that is what you're using the money for? So that you don't end up just giving money to people and then they are using it for what? Yes. So how do you do it?
During the training process, we assigned the participant to various hubs across the country, over 124 hubs.
Right.
So I signed contract with them. The contract is still existing, although the training is over. So in the contract, it was also stipulated that they'll be doing monitoring of those businesses for us. And in my office, we have M&E as well as our ministry. So the monitoring...
M&E here, we're talking monitoring and evaluation?
Yes, please. So M&E department will also take it upon themselves and to be monitoring all those businesses. And we have their data. I can furnish you all data of those we've assisted. Their Ghana card numbers, mobile phone numbers, email address.
It's very transparent.
Everything.
What do you typically look out for? So to qualify to get the funding from NEIP, what are some of the things that you must satisfy? What's the criteria like?
As a Ghanaian, you shouldn't be more than 40 years.
No more than 40 years?
Yes, please. So you just apply with your business plan. That is all.
Does one's educational background matter?
Oh, no.
So even if
we categorize it into 3, alpha, beta, gamma. So whether you are illiterate, whether you have PhD, you have masters, you qualify.
All you need to do is to prove that you have a business idea and you're Ghanaian.
Or you are willing to do something, but you need support. The disbursement, we gave some lawyers and doctors money,
Really?
Yeah. You know, some lawyers are doing businesses. There's a young lady who came to my office. I think she's 4 years at the bar. So, yeah.
Okay.
So she came to me. She spoke to me, and I was so touched. You know, I said something to you before.
Yes.
It's not easy for some of my colleagues. Yeah.
So here's the thing: it's not every lawyer who's doing well. That's the point. It's not every lawyer who's doing well.
But that is the fact.
Some are doing very well, some are struggling.
Yeah. So she came to me with a nice business plan, and I referred him to my director of business development. Okay. And after they met with careful consideration, we supported her.
You supported her.
And I think she will do well. She will do well.
Do you have any? Can you share with us what the business idea was? What did she want to do?
She's into clothing.
Oh, she's into clothing?
Yeah.
So, saying import clothes and sell, or she's into fashion?
She's into fashion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
fashion designer kind of thing.
I think she's now having like 3 or 4 workers.
Really?
Yes.
Already?
Yes. So she came to me that she needed to...
Is her shop based in Accra?
I don't know where the shop is, but
okay.
she's in Accra.
She's in Accra,
yeah.
okay.
So she told me, Eric, I need a facility to buy more machines. I need a facility to rent another shop because I'm not gaining grounds where I'm operating from, but I'm a bit cash trapped, so we should support. And after going through the business proposal and what she is bringing on board, we supported her massively.
Okay.
I think we gave her something.
Very, very substantial, eh?
Yeah. So
she didn't tell you this Kadusa.
Oh, nah. Because you see, after going through the proposal, you see that this person is willing to do something.
Is willing to do something.
And our core motive is also support those who also create job for others.
Okay.
So if somebody already supporting people to also get something, why don't we support the person?
That's true.
So such a person's support to be more higher than what as a new person coming on board.
Right.
So,
right.
But I think so far so good. The disbursement went well. We've disbursed to over 3,212 young Ghanaians.
Was that the target the president gave you?
No, the president target was 2,000.
The president said give it to 2,000 people. Yes. And you've done 3,200.
Yes, please.
How were you able to do this?
By the grace of God.
Oh, Eric. So and creativity and innovation.
And you know, I think I'm a politician, though, but you know, when a certain decision ought to be made, just put yourself into consideration. I'm a young person. I'm not up to 40 years. I'm 35 years of age. Right. So if I build a business person now, I may live with them for long.
True.
So why don't you do the right thing at this particular point in time? So I wasn't political. I wasn't at all. That is the main reason why from day one till disbursement of the grants, I was just bringing neutrals on board for them to front it for me.
I see.
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting.
So if I invest in you today, I may enjoy the fruit of your labor tomorrow.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Certainly.
So,
and it will be an investment worth making.
Sure. So and the 3,000 people that we've given grants so far, we did not issue any check.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I told my team, I believe in transparency. I know I'm loved by the president and the first lady, so if I do something that will create positive image for them, I think it's also good for my good self.
Absolutely.
So we took all their account details across the country.
Okay.
The monies were dashed into their account. So there will be no connection, man.
That's true.
That I'll help you get money, so get me 15%. And you can't try that with Eric AJ. You can't. So all monies were disbursed into their account. And
your incorruptibility is not in doubt at all. It's not in doubt at all. I mean, your moral compass is up there.
Yeah.
Of course, there are other things that we can always do better. But as for corruption, that's... No, none of us is perfect. None of us is perfect, you know. But Eric, so you send it to their company accounts?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay, so you have to, of course, you have to provide the details of your company and so on.
I have the details with me on my machine.
If I go to the NEIP
we will upload it on our website very soon. All those
so we cannot track who and who.
And those who did not get the opportunity for last year's Ejumeria, on Thursday, we may open the portal.
Just this Thursday?
Yes, please.
Okay.
You know, we are launching a program at UPSA on Thursday. That's Students, Entrepreneurship, and Enterprise Development.
Okay.
My plan is that how do we bring the students on board? So we've developed a concept. Come Thursday at the UPS auditorium, Her Excellency, the Vice President, will be there to launch it for us. And we want to train the students. We want to support them. So we are just being intentional about students.
Okay.
So, you know, if you go to University of Ghana now, we have some of the students who are already doing businesses on campus.
True.
They are selling food, clothing, and those stuff. So how do we support them with funding?
Yeah.
So we are also going there to give them entrepreneurship training. So we've selected 30 tertiary institutions across the country.
Okay.
Nursing training colleges are part, teacher training colleges, vocational institutions, technical universities, and universities. So we just come and train you for some days. You pitch your business for us to know what you're doing on campus.
Right.
If your business makes sense to us, we will support you. And aside that, we are also helping them. You know, some of them, although they are operating as business, they don't even have business registration certificate and other stuff. They find it difficult to get access to FDA, Ghana Standard Authority. So I've taken it upon myself that all those young students, your business will be registered free by NEIP.
Okay.
Whatever you need from FDA, we will front it for you. Whatever you need from Ghana Standard Authority, we will do same for you, because we have to be intentional about them. And maybe today or tomorrow, we may be signing MOU with National Service. The MOU, the emphasis is on those at the third year, because a student doing business at University of Ghana, when it's time for National Service and he or she is posted to my constituency, German North, how does the person goes with the business?
True.
So we just want to be intentional about it, that if you are doing business on campus,
okay,
National Service will post you to NEIP. Whether they are in thousands, they will post you.
Okay.
You still be on campus and do your business. At the end of the month, they will pay you your National Service.
That's interesting.
Yes. Because we can't be collapsing businesses with National Service issue. Because at the end of the day, when they are done with the service, they will come back craving for jobs. So if the person is doing well now, why don't you come out with policy that can shape them to also build them? So
how many, by the time you're done in the next 4 years, hopefully, when alive and kicking, how many people do you want to empower?
The president said we should train 40,000.
40,000?
Yes, and
in
support.
4 years.
You know, he said we are training 10,000 every year.
Every year.
And support 2,000. So the first training, we trained 10,887 people.
Okay.
And by the grace of God, we are able to support over 3,000 people.
Mm.
So maybe the finance minister will add more ingredient to my stuff. You know, when the money is given to me, to go back to the citizenry. So
absolutely.
We just hope and pray that we get much allocation.
So if somebody's watching this morning and wants to participate, and that's my final question to you, how does the person sign up? What's the first step?
The portal will be launched.
Okay, to be launched.
Yes, so we just go.
You would announce it?
We will announce it on Thursday.
Okay, on Thursday.
Yes. But Moro, take it from me, the youth in Ghana, they are willing to work.
Okay.
I went to University of, what is it, Akenten, something.
I think the one in.
No, the one in Kumasi.
Yes.
Amstead. Let me cut it short for you.
Yes.
I went there, I saw a young lady using wache for pizza.
Whoa.
Wache.
For pizza?
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you seen that before?
I've never.
Yes.
Never seen that.
So
I'm hearing this for the first time.
They are being more innovative about how to get opportunity to scale up the business, the challenge. So we are on board to help them.
Assist them.
Yes, so we are willing to do that this year. So
wow.
we do a lot. And aside that, we're also packaging another
Is that Kenting Apia Menka University of Skills Training?
Yes. Akenten
Apia Menka University of Skills Training. That's the one you're talking about.
You know, they are fully in entrepreneurship. So we have to pay much attention to them.
Okay.
How to support them. So we went there last week. I met with the school's authorities that we are going to be intentional about them this year as well. Because this is the time for us to also give out our best to our generation.
Okay.
So the young appointees out there, President Mahama is very charitable to ask you to work for him.
Okay.
So what is left for you is to also do something that at the end of the day, Ghanaians will remember you.
Okay.
Last Sunday, I went to Trasaco to just escort the chief of staff for.
Yes, on the 60th birthday.
Yes. Apostle Eric Amiche said something. He said one thing. He said, there's only one thing that whether you die or live, that will follow you. That's your name. So you can die today, but your birthday will be celebrated every year. But if you are not a good person, if you die today, nobody will mention your name.
True.
Oh, Moro, abe bi pa o, aye na famu there. Oh, Moro, David ni pabone. So the mandate given to you, know you have a name, and Ghanaians will mention your name one day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's the importance of making sure that you nurture a good name.
Yes.
Because it will live after you.
That's true.
How are you dealing with the pressure? There's a lot of pressure on social media everywhere.
Yeah.
People want you to understand as the MP for Jamai. Is it Jamai North?
Oh, yeah, my constituency.
Or to go as the Deputy General Secretary. How are you dealing with the pressure? Have you been thinking about it? Have you started consulting already? What's been happening?
Oh,
how are you taking the pressure?
With the Deputy General Secretary, I saw some people creating platforms for me, adding me on.
Yes.
I've not communicated
They're
anything.
praying and wishing that you become the Deputy
But I've not
Next.
communicated anything.
No, they want it.
I
They
think
want
it
you
was
to do it.
this blogger, Bongo Ideas.
Yeah, Bongo Ideas.
He's
Yes,
the
he's been
first person
pushing
who
that.
brought this thing up.
Yes.
I think he posted my picture.
Yes.
And said, "Am I going for Deputy General Secretary or MP?"
Yes. Have you ever thought about it?
Not for now.
Not for now.
Yes.
I see.
Why do you
How
want
about
me
you?
to contest?
I think you'll be a
it?
fantastic Deputy General Secretary for two reasons.
Why?
Your love for party.
Yeah.
And the fact that you communicate very well.
Okay.
For me, those are the two reasons. And how about the MP ambitions, Parliament? Is this something you've thought about?
We have a sitting member of Parliament in my constituency.
Is
my
he NDC
good
or
brother
NDC?
Frederick, NDC.
NDC.
Yeah, and we are good friends. So
No, in politics.
this is second term. We even spoke this morning. He's at the
Okay.
conference. Last week, I met the Agric Minister, Honorable Eric Opoku.
Yes.
We met with the Centio group. They are visiting my constituency this morning with them. They want to build a cashew processing plant in my constituency. So MP is there.
Okay.
So we communicated this morning that the guys are on their way coming. So he's also going to receive them. So let's see how it goes.
Should we rule it out? Or anything is possible in politics?
In politics, you don't rule anything
Never say
out.
never.
No.
Okay.
But
All right.
not now.
Okay. If you hear
But,
we do,
no, are you going to sponsor me? I'm willing to contest.
We'll do appeal for fans for you.
God will speak. God will speak.
That's lawyer Eric Ajay. He is the Chief Executive Officer of the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, NEIP, who is implementing the Ejumera program. And that is an initiative that goes beyond funding and is designed to comprehensively build the capacity of youth-owned businesses across the country. He's done more than 3,200. He says on Thursday that there's a big announcement, so follow it. Perhaps we'll be putting that announcement here on Metro TV as well for those of you who want to have access to funding with fantastic business idea. That's why he's there, to serve you, whether you're party A or party B, is to serve you. Because when you build a business, every Ghanaian benefits. You don't sell to one party or the other, you sell to everybody. And that's why he's very particular about that. He's very intentional about making sure that he's not just looking at party, but he's looking at the Ghanaians. Anyway, Eric, thank you.
Yeah, I'm
And,
grateful for
it's
your
been,
time as well.
yes.
So keep championing the interests of our country.
Thank you.
We all have a common nation to protect.
Absolutely.
That is all.
Absolutely. Thank you so very much, Eric. Thank you for your time. That's Eric Ajay. He's a very good friend of mine. He's almost like a brother to me. I'm not surprised at all that he's doing so well at the NEIP, given the limited and the difficult financial constraints that he has. One, because he doesn't have a legislative backing, something he says he's working on very, very, very earnestly and seriously. And also because we do know that generally there's a cash crunch. That's a country we're not there yet in terms of having sufficient resources to go around to everybody. But he says he'll still do his best under the difficult circumstances he finds himself, and he's doing it very well. He was given a target of 2,000, that's 3,000. That's exceeding his targets. Wow, kudos. Congratulations to you once again. And thanks for joining us. So stay with us. My guest will join me for the newspaper review.
Unia, new release in Yana. Kay gum.
A bitino was me new release. Me can no access fit muhono. And na Turbotech Garages Limited. Aquafa besia mana aye nitia. Obiasa ya ka no.
Accident car no na. Turbotech Garages Limited. Amana say jina ni naso sano.
Me se wo. Wo mo akwafa broni fita engineer afra brochiraba. And wo check cars no. Na wo hunu ba bia fault krowo. And ho spare parts so wo de hye. Afenesi road. And so ho charges kakra bi o.
Turbotech Garages Limited.
Wo ye general servicing. Ebini engine overhauling, engine tuning, oven spraying, general electrical works, air condition installation work, BM, upholstery, gearbox, make a day.
Turbotech Garages Limited.
Apart from sir, car that wotimi ato, and now our Toma one was sign importation of cars and whose spare parts. If I butchereba, Wokoto Kamawa, a free.
Ace, also what you call
Turbotech Garages Limited. Our La Paz Malam Road. After Bayard traffic light. Wah. Bibiania for 0206 48 17 and 3 and 0542 96 11 11. Website turbotechghana.com.
Turbotech Garages Limited.
Hey, Kaya will be a benyan.
Turbotech Garages Limited.
Your car beauty and the power boosters.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson.
Me didn't tum. Mr. Friendly Calico, just call me cockroach.
Now, Mr. Friendly once now.
Hey, that's a new. Improve car. Yeah. Captain Mosquito, double the action. Me did it, Sasso spray. Mr. Friendly Sasso quell. Yeah, go to my Sasso.
Come on, Tom Preco.
Hello, my friends. My name is Calcate Toothpaste.
Wow.
I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush.
Makes your teeth stronger, chicky whiter, chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Calcates. Happy smile.
Changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. And in the valleys, keep your head up high. Dare to dream with Puma drinks. Puma, yeah. Believe it, you can achieve. Puma, oh yeah. Clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make we start the blessing. Oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Puma Drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
A revolution is brewing in waste management, an innovation rooted in the spirit of Pan-Africanism. This innovation generates sustainable jobs, boosts income, improves sanitation, and elevates the Human Development Index. To unlock its full potentials, we invite you to support through financial contribution or in-kind donations. Join us at the Gringo Hub lunch and fundraising event on Thursday, 7th May 2026 at the Manfi Hall, Gimpa Green Hill campus, starting exactly 10 a.m. For sponsorship and partnership opportunities, visit us on www.gringohub.com.
Hello everyone, my name is Glorious, a Nigerian living in Ghana. We have an event coming up. It is called Cook Africa on AU Day, 23rd May 2026 at 9 a.m. prompt. It will be held at the Metro TV premises. It is an opportunity for us to invite all Nigerians that are living in Ghana and all Africans that are living in Ghana to come out on 23rd May 2026. You come to Metro TV premises to enjoy yourself from the test masters. We are going to offer you pepper soup, the best pepper soup you've ever taken. Isiewu, nkwobi, edikaikon, afang, bitter leaf, ewedu and gbegiri, amala, pounded yam, fufu, semo, wheat, assorted meats, assorted fish, and cow leg, bokoto. You are going to have the best you've never had before from the test masters. And we pray that you will not miss this day. Irongen, isong idemo. Yara sidiong before. Yara nam yang before award you could send AU Day, 23rd May 2026, 9 a.m. prompt. Mbono miebi bake Metro TV premises. Mbok mi bengen before. Iki ready one day. Iki ready one day. Love you guys. God bless you.
Your world, your stories, your moment.
Welcome to Metro TV.
From breaking news to uncovering the facts of the story. Breathtaking events, mouth-watering trends, and unstoppable entertainment, all in one place. From the banks and corporate institutions to shows that tell you all about the economy. Checking your pulse and keeping a steady heartbeat. Stories of love to blockbuster drama. From crazy fans and heart-pounding sports, we bring you shows and events the whole family loves. This is Metro TV, where every moment matters. Metro TV, insightful and inspiring moments.
Every Thursday morning, the spirit of the school
But due to underinvestment over the years, this has resulted in overloads, low voltages, and recurring outages. Government is addressing this issue head-on by implementing a nationwide transformer upgrade and replacement program. As an immediate intervention, this month alone, we have installed almost 200 transformers, and we have the list with Roxanne. He will make that available to you.
Flashback.
So if ECG suddenly tells us that the whole of Ghana, our transformers are overloaded, and their maintenance work is no more daytime, but rather between 7 and 11 p.m., that is blatant falsehood. ECG, they do not even carry out maintenance in the night. They do regular routine maintenance in the afternoon. But if ECG now tells us that they've changed their system, and now they do all the routine maintenance in the night, and it's on daily basis. So East Legon, every night, they'll come and maintain the transformer. Every night. I mean, at a particular time between 7.
Morning, Ghana. All right, you're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. The show is also live on 94.1 FM. Our guests are seated, and the conversation will start in earnest. So joining us this morning is two of them. There's two fantastic, intelligent ladies who join us on the show. One of them is a regular. She is very familiar with this terrain. She's been here several times and for many years. One is, you can call her the new kid on the block, and she is joining us for the first time on the show. But I have followed her communications in the past. Yes, fantastic lady as well. So it promises to be a very, very, very interesting and intellectually stimulating conversation this morning. The two of them, as you do know them, are very civil. They're very... they like to just attack the issues and not attack personalities if you follow their kind of communications. And that's what we do here on this platform called Good Morning Ghana. We're very particular about the type of people we invite on this platform because we're very cautious about language. It's extremely important to us. Now, so Loratus Musa Saka, she's a communications team member of the MPP. Loratu, good morning. It's good to see you. How are you? Long time.
Yeah.
You've been busy doing other things, including supporting your team, Man City.
Oh yes.
And doing some groundswell for a party as well.
Travel.
It's possible.
Yes.
Okay. We can only wish you well.
I know. You, the Abidjan Blues, are very hungry for one of the cups.
Yes, we're in trouble.
I don't think somebody you should be putting your hope in the FA Cup.
Really?
No.
We need it badly. Somebody has been sacrificed
to
send a clear signal. How many coaches
have you used this season?
Please. I said we will beat you in the FA Cup. You mark it.
No, how many coaches have you used this season?
Loratu Saka is a member of the MPP's communications team. She's here with us on the show. And also joining us this morning is Hajia Alimatu Isahak. She is a Hajj board member and also a board member, Venture Capital Trust Fund. Hajia.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum as well. How are you?
I'm doing well, yourself.
I'm doing very well, alhamdulillah.
Nice to meet you for the first time.
Yes. I'm sure you'll be monitoring from afar from time to time.
Sure. I like the whole program,
right?
How it sets 8 panelists on the hot seat.
Yes.
Someone said, if you don't know, you go know.
You go know. And when you're coming here, you have to come prepared.
No, you can even be prepared, but you have no idea what is going to be on the hot seat.
I know. And especially when sometimes, we lift a conversation from something that's entirely different from what's published in the papers, I mean, something just agitates the mind of the presenter. He wants to just speak your thoughts, and you ought to be able to say something, something substantial. So I get where you're coming from, But good to have you join us.
Good to have you.
Feels good to be here?
Yes, it definitely feels good to be here. I've already had my tea.
Aha!
That is the good morning tea.
By the kind courtesy of AH Cafe.
She's lucky.
Yes. Oh.
Who suffered in this studio.
No, but the thing is, cameraman, please.
I said she's lucky. The first time she's been treated to breakfast.
You have been here for a while.
Who suffered in this studio.
You've not had this type of breakfast. It's because she likes to go very solid. You know when? Lorato comes here after the show. She goes to AH Cafe.
Because for the whole day.
Yes. And then she'd like to do a solid in the morning. All this tea and cocoa and coffee.
No, I think you should be adding a kenke because we are in Galand. So we don't have anything without
that's the setup. Yes, fantastic setup. Like we say, more vape, more vape. So AH Hotel, sorry, AH Cafe is proudly associated with the Good Morning Ghana program. And I'll tell you a bit more about AH Cafe shortly. But what I can tell you is that they are right here on their premises. They have some fantastic foods. They deliver. If you want to dine in, that's fine. If you want to take out, that's fine, and so on and so forth. I'll tell you a bit more about them in the course of the program. So, ladies, I want us to look at the power crisis that Ghana is facing. And yesterday, the Sector Minister John Abdullah Janapo, doctor, addressed the press and updated Ghanaians on what exactly is the cause of the problem and what government has been doing to deal with the problems. And also, of course, gave the opportunity for the press to ask questions. And so you notice that most of the papers are reporting it. And so I'll read what the various newspapers are reporting as far as this matter is concerned. I'll start with the Daily Graphic, and it says Akosombo back on stream. 2 units restored, full recovery expected this week, according to the Energy Minister. But the Ghanaian Times says Akosombo back on stream, power supply to improve. And then you also have the Daily Guide that says, Daily Guide, okay, the Daily Guide has not reported it. The Inside has also not reported it, but I think the Inquisitor, okay, it's also, but the publisher, yes, so the Ghanaian publisher has also reported this, and I can go on and on and on and on and on. But let me start with the Daily Graphic first, and the story is on the front page. So Kester Abraham Cranche says the Minister of Energy and Green Transition, Dr. John Abdullah Janapo, has announced a major breakthrough in the nation's recovery from last week's devastating, substation fire, confirming that 2 generating units at the Akosombo Dam have been successfully restored to the national grid. Making an appearance yesterday during a government accountability series at the Jubilee House in Accra, Dr. Janapo provided a detailed update on the emergency technical interventions following the April 23 fire that crippled the facility's main control room and forced a complete shutdown of the country's largest hydro plant. Delivering the much anticipated update, the minister expressed relief that the recovery process was ahead of schedule, with the second unit being synchronized just hours before his address. I'm pleased to report that through emergency technical interventions and shared determination, the first generating unit was successfully restored yesterday. This afternoon, I just received a confirmation that the second unit has also been successfully synchronized, bringing the total to 2 units as I address you. The restoration of the 2 units has added approximately 280 megawatts to the national grid. The minister further announced that the 3rd unit was expected to come on stream shortly, which would add another 140 megawatts, indicating that all 6 units should be back in operation by the close of the week. He said emergency technical teams had deployed innovative bypass technology to work around the scorched infrastructure to maintain the integrity of the national grid. The fire, which occurred on April 23, 2026 and was fully extinguished by 7 p.m. with no casualties recorded, originated from a DC panel at the Ghana Grid Company substation switchyard and escalated following an explosion in the switchover room. Now, turning to accountability, the minister announced that 2 separate investigations had been launched into the incident. The 7-member technical committee chaired by William Amona, an engineer, has been charged with conducting an impartial and thorough probe and submitting its report within 14 days. And then you also have parallel criminal investigations are also being carried out by security agencies to determine potential culpability. Now, in a related development, the chief executive of GRIDCO, Mark Ewaba, has been asked to step aside pending the outcome of the investigations. Beyond the immediate crisis, the minister disclosed a nationwide transformer upgrade and replacement program with about 200 transformers already installed in April 2026, another 140 expected this week. High-capacity transformers are being deployed at key bulk supply points at Nadenta, Lashibi, and Teshinungwa, with transmission reinforcement works in Kumasi slated for June. And he says, the minister said with 2 units now fully synchronized and the focus shifting to the 4 remaining units, the energy minister remained optimistic that the full 1,000 megawatts capacity of Akosombo would be restored shortly to end the emergency load management. I also heard him explain the reason why the ministry or ECG cannot come up with the timetable because of the nature of this particular power crisis, because every day there's some changes, there's some development, there's some improvement. So you tell somebody they're going to go off for 6 hours, and then they only go off for an hour. It doesn't even happen at all because there's been some improvement. So it's fluid, and that's that explanation that he gave. So let me start with you, Halima.
Okay.
First of all, apart from being an NDC person, you're also Ghanaian. I'm sure that you've been experiencing this erratic, intermittent power supply, and I'm sure you were also wondering what was happening until I'm sure you put a call to a few people to understand what was happening. But what do you make of everything that the Energy Minister has said? And then closely related to that is I've heard the General Secretary of the NPP, Justin Kodia, he says that he says, I told you so. And that's for NDC. Anytime they empower, there's doom so. How do you respond to that as well?
Okay. Good morning to you, and good morning to all the good people of Ghana. I'm not sure anybody will want to be in my shoes this morning. My first time of being on this show. I mean, I was recovering from sore throat, and I thought that I was okay until in a very odd hour, I started coughing.
Well, sorry about that.
So the CEO of UGMC, Alhaji Dr. Tanko, is watching me this morning. He said he's going to watch me this morning. After I called him and told him that, Alhaji, this is my situation. Okay. And by tomorrow morning, I should stop coughing, because it happened at odd hours, and you cannot decide not to come for the show.
All right.
Yes, so he was available, and then he did give me the support that he had to. That is why the coughing is a bit suppressed this morning, and I'm here.
Right.
So thank you so much, Alhaji, for being there for me.
Abdul Samad.
Alhaji Dr. Samad. Yes. Thank you so much. Back to the issues that we are discussing.
He's like an uncle to me.
A very warm person.
Yeah, great. He's a fantastic
that
gentleman.
Everybody would love to know.
Right.
Yes. So this morning, as government, we are here to answer two major questions. Why? What is happening in terms of the power outages that people are experiencing in this country is going on?
Right.
And what has government done and is doing to remedy the situation? So the issue is simple. The power outages is as a result of technical issues, and it's as a result of Akosombo, the Gridco station that caught fire.
Right.
So over the years, Ghana has grown in terms of economy, and Ghana has grown in terms of population. And so one will expect that as the country continues to grow in terms of population and it grows in terms of economic activities, the pressure would be more. And so successive governments have implemented measures to curb this situation. It was during John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama I, that he foresaw, in fact, as government, you must think ahead and foresee possible challenges that will emanate from certain situations and affect the country, and begin to put in place measures far ahead of time before it even happens. So His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was the one that introduced Ameri, was the one that introduced car power, amongst others. So as the system continues to make use of the electricities and the numbers are increasing, for example, over the past 8 years, we have not seen any significant changes or improvements in our electrical system. So in order to deal with these technical issues, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, as a foreseeable, somebody say he's a soothsayer, he says and he does it as it is, has bought through the Ministry of Energy 2,500 transformers to be installed. And apart from that, cables that has been outdated, cables that are not fit for purpose, has been changed. So if you see that the lights are going on and off in your area, that is what is happening. Even though I think that ECG should be proactive, should have been proactive. The ECG should have, we won't have our people being so much frustrated if they understand exactly what is happening. It is because from the beginning they were not aware. So once you are not aware, then you begin to get frustrated. We also understand the frustration of the good people of Ghana. And all we have come to do is to fix the problem. And we are doing exactly that. On the Akosombo issue, personally, I am a certified safety professional and a member of IOSH, Institute of Occupational Health and Safety UK. So then, on the Akosombo issues, when there is accident, okay, so first of all, you know, the power is there, but because of the fire outbreak with Gridco, the power is stranded because it cannot get to the end user. And then, what are you talking about? You are talking about 1,000 megawatts.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's huge. That is about 1/3 of the population being cut out of power consumption. True. That would be quite worrying and that would be impactful. And that definitely is not something that can be done in a day. It takes an active government to make quick and swift actions to curb the situation, which is exactly what the government is doing. So far, 2 units have been installed, and according to the minister, the 3rd one is on its way, and by the close of this week, the situation should be resolved. And that also brings about the issue of the Gridco CEO who is being asked to step aside. You know, accidents investigation is the whole profession on its own. Yeah. And if you are investigating an action, the one that has the ultimate responsibility in whose sector the accident has happened obviously must be made to step aside so that you can have fair investigations being carried out. For example, if I am an engineer in the control room, you know, the issue about accidents is not something that just happened at once. So there are various models like sweet cheese models amongst others. So there are systemic and processes that needs to be in place that must align. The moment amongst all those elements, one tilt a bit, then you have the accident that you are having. So if you need to do that investigation, any other person that can interfere in the investigation needs to be stepped aside. It's a whole career on its own that people investigate accidents and collect money. Yes, and so you cannot have the head being in place because, you know, then you ask people you need to interview people and they're afraid. Yeah. They're afraid about what is going to happen to them when they say the truth as it is. But, you know, we need to be very bold and confront the issues as it is. As government, what have we done since we took power in 2025 January? In 2025 January, the IPPs were paid 40% and they were threatening to shut down. And so as government, if the IPPs are threatening to shut down, conscious effort must be made to deal with the situation. And so the IPPs have been paid. Some have been paid 90% and some have been paid close to 100%. And so that is where we are with regards to the IPPs. So the problem is not about people are not being paid. It's not about an error that is linked to non-performance of the government. The government is doing what it has said it will do and is doing what its mandate says it should do. In 2025, when the NDC took power, there was a 700 megawatt deficit, and that one has been cleared. In 2024, ECG spent 9.3 billion Ghana cedis in its operations. Guess what? In 2026, the ECG is spending 1.8 billion, and it is only on critical elements, critical infrastructure. So then, the 9.3 billion that was spent, if you are Ghanaian watching me and you do not understand why you were made to pay e-levy, you were not seeing the outcome, you were made to pay emission tax, you were made to pay betting tax, you didn't know what the government was using that money for. Maybe you can find some answers here for yourself. The partial risk guarantee from the World Bank amounting to 500 million has been cleared by this government. 1.5 billion energy sector debt has also been cleared by this government. Okay. What more can we do for the good people of Ghana? Anytime we come to power with all the clear intentions and purposes, in fact, we have come to serve Ghana. We are just servants. So all we can do is to serve the good people of Ghana and to deal with the problems head-on that we have come to meet. And I must first of all appreciate the sector minister for so far what he has done. You know, when your heart is clear and all you meant is just to serve, you don't have to talk much. The evidence is clear. With this data that I've given, what more can I add? Because it speaks for itself, the effort of the government.
Are you one of those who smells sabotage? Because when this whole matter came up, if you go to social media, you listen to radio programs and you hear the kinds of things that people say when they phone in, you get the sense that there are many of your party supporters who think and believe that somebody is doing this deliberately just to make the party and government unpopular. And so they say this is an act of sabotage. Yes, there's a 7-member committee which has been put in place by the energy minister to look into that, but that's technical, which is how did this happen? But I'm also reliably informed the National Security and the BNI and all the other security agencies are doing their parallel investigations, the Criminal Investigation Department, et cetera, are doing their own investigations to look at criminal culpability. But from where you sit, when you hear your party full soldiers complain and say, well, you've put this person in this position, this person is not supposed to be there, this person is an ardent supporter, you know, a rabid supporter of the NPP, why do you keep this person there? You're in power, take charge of your energy sector. It's extremely critical. It can make or unmake you.
Okay.
And you look at the decisions that have been taken. You look at what's the name of the gentleman the Gridco boss, who has been asked to go to proceed on leave.
Yeah.
And then you look at the reshuffle that's happening in the Ashanti region. And some people saying that these decisions have been taken because of what is happening, even though the energy minister said no, these are administrative decisions that were taken a long time before the power crisis even began to rear its ugly head. Are you one of those who smell? Are you part of the sabotage conspiracy theories?
Okay.
Or you think there's no basis for anybody to think that it's any such thing?
Okay, thank you very much. I would also like to throw more light on the BNI and security agencies taking part investigating. So this brings about the issue of multi-sectorial collaboration.
Right.
So when an accident happens, it's not just about the sector alone. There are other sectors that their interests meet at the same point. Because if fire happened in this building, we want to know, we are interested and want to find out whether it's as a result of somebody's negligence or not. And all this has legal implications. For me, back on the MD's issue, for me, I honestly think that when people are employed to serve this country, they must serve in all honesty. And if we were not here, nobody would have been raising any of this question. You know, last week, Friday, I was shocked when in the northern region, NEDCO, the PRO, was talking about the fact that they had gone to 2 communities and then were able to arrest over 300 meters with people bypassing the meter system in order to access power. Then that question of what were they doing or what have they been doing all this while? Yes, because I mean, if you're hired to work, all you have to do is to work and let the work speak for itself. If questions come in on the mandate that you are given, then the president who is given the ultimate responsibility and the minister that has been appointed to work in that sector would ask you certain questions and would want you to answer. If you are not able to provide answers that is satisfactory. You know, they are not there on their own. They are there to serve the people of Ghana. And at the end of the day, their scorecard, the government will be scored by the people of this country, and decision would be taken. And the people of this country are disturbed about the fact that we have power issues. And they want the situation resolved. The minister has been there, and he has spoken to the people, and he knows what he's doing. Remember, this is the minister that has cut expenditure from 9.3 billion to 1.8 billion. This man definitely must have interest of Ghana at heart. Yes, otherwise you just follow the stamp. If the opposition comes back and tells you that they know what they have done, the 9.3 billion you have spent, couldn't you have cut it down? Because maybe they know what they have done. But this minister has gone the extra mile to cut this down. If this minister definitely comes and tells you that I want to restructure the system, you know, in human resource, in using of talent and human capital, people are supposed to be moved from one place to the other so that they can learn. You know, the other challenge is that the person that has so much expertise in particular area, if the person is not there tomorrow, who can best step in that shoe? And so, you know, that has a foundation, moving people around in organization, transferring people from one place to the other. So they learn not only about the work, they learn about the environment and the different issues that comes with those roles in those geographic areas. So to me, who has also practiced a bit of talent management, I think that comes with no malice. Everybody is free to go into anybody's background and say that previously this person was an MP of this political party or was a chairman of that political party. But I honestly think that if some of these issues were not happening, you'll be there, you'll be doing your work. Ghana is at peace, everything is ongoing, there's no issue, nobody's asking any questions. The basis on which the person is removed is what we must be interested in.
Not which political party the person belongs to.
Not at all.
You don't think that's a big deal?
No, that's not a big deal because we are all Ghanaians first of all. Yeah, we are all Ghanaians first of all.
The parties rank and file are not happy at all. They say you've left some people there to be in charge of very critical, you know, infrastructure when these people are known to be party MPP people. Why are you doing this?
You know, maybe this one is for a different conversation. Okay. But now we are looking at the mandate of the person and whether the mandate of the person was able to lead to the outcome that Ghanaians are expecting. Okay. Was it able to lead to that outcome?
Right.
We are working for Ghana. So if the mandate you are given is not able to lead to the outcome that we are looking for, then we must begin to ask questions. But whether
you don't agree with those who say this could have been an act of sabotage?
The investigation will show. It's too early to tell. It is the investigation. That is why the best thing to do is to investigate.
Okay.
Because it is the investigation that will uncover or bring up some of the technical, you know, the investigation is not only about putting people there. You put people there with expertise. If you are talking about engineering work, about ECG, probably you take somebody to court. You probably need to consult someone who is authority in that field. So the people that are in authority in that field are the ones that have been put together to investigate and bring the outcome.
All right. Laura, there's a huge suspicion by some people that you are the one causing these problems for the government. There's still some elements within this government who have strong allegiances to the NPP. They only want to see this government succeed. They want to see this government back on the floor. And so you do anything and everything to make the government unpopular. People have that very strong feeling and that's very strong suspicion. I'm sorry you heard some of those things, but your general thoughts about the power crisis.
Moro, good morning to you once again. Good morning to Hajia and good morning to our viewers. Moro. Sabotage. I just think they are being chased by their own shadows.
How so?
The current administration is being chased by their own shadows.
How so?
It's like the things they criticize are the same things they are repeating. And I believe that if they had put Ghana first as against their quest to come to power and put Ghana first, and hadn't waged that gendarme and propaganda war against anything that will make this country better, I don't think we'll be having this conversation. What are Ghanaians asking for? Ghanaians are asking, they're not asking for slogans. They're asking for light, predictability, and honest accounting. The doomsday we are all experiencing doesn't differentiate party A from party B, doesn't differentiate children from adults, doesn't differentiate a hospital, right, from a construction site. We are all suffering it. And why is this? Because in the quest to build up and solve some of these issues, even though doomsday is synonymous to the NDC now, in the quest to do this, you heard the likes of the current energy minister. He was questioning why lights were going off at night, why routine maintenance was being done at night. These were technical people who had come out with ways to make things better. He questioned it. Today, are we not going off at night? Are they changing transformers as they claim at night? Their communications officer, now the CEO of Goldberg, said it was haram for us to even have power outage for a day. And now people are having a 5 days, 1 week, 3 days. During Ramadan, I was spending time at my sister's place, 3 days continuous. You can imagine the inconvenience. And I, in particular, have suffered for the past 8 or 7 months. At a point, I had to change my fridge, change my TV, and my microwave because of high voltage.
The transformers are not good.
Look, it got to a point,
the energy minister
a
says
small space that I have,
yes.
You have one fear. And you know, it was like, at a point, I thought it was even intentional. So all the critical switches go off. The ones that you don't really need are on. It's either high voltage, low voltage, face off. Then you have people ask you all kinds of ridiculous questions, forgetting the things they said when we could have all come together and decide, what excuses haven't they given as a government? We've had fault at Ghana Gas. We've had it's our area transformer. We've had localized site. We've had changing of transformers. We've had so many technical challenges. And just recently we are hearing that is what pythons. Pythons in Ahojo that are causing power thing. I just think it's just their words that are catching up with them. Because if they had kept Ghana first, kept an open mind to the development of this country, we won't be where we are. No. This is the same government that told us that we should all pay 1 cedi per liter of fuel and kiss doomsday goodbye. 16 months in government. The 2026 budget covered some of the estimated. How accountable have they been? Because sometimes I sit down and I wonder, if we're not paying this 1 CDD levy, probably would have been in constant care. But where is the accountability? Where is the monthly accountable reports? What is happening to the 1 cedi per liter we are paying that we are still having to do so? Because that was the justification for putting that levy. Even with crude oil prices going up and all that, we are still holding on to that levy as if that's the only panacea to our issues. And now it's becoming too much. Yes, a lot of noise is being made about the Akosombo issue, but that has not been the issue. And yesterday I chanced on a research by Joy News Research. I don't know whether you cited it. And it's quite revealing. Let me just pick a few excerpts from it. And it's the caption was, current doomsday driven more by power generation deficits than technical faults. So how honest has the Energy Ministry and the government been with us? Running around and now making it seem as if it's the Akosombo issue that we've been facing it for at least 7 months now, out of the 16 months that you've been in power. We've been paying 1 CDD levy per every liter of fuel that we buy. And people don't go just buying 1 liter of fuel. A gallon is about a little over 4 cedis. So even if you're running up to 5 cedis, a gallon, we are paying 5 cedis on each gallon of fuel for the purposes of this. Where is that money? Why are we still facing doomsday? If the justification that they gave us is anything to go by. Now we are being told there's generation, there's transmission, there's all that. They knew all that when we were talking about haram and how routine maintenance shouldn't be done during at night. Now the excuses are too many. All we are asking for is for light. All we are asking for is for you to be honest with us. And it's really baffling that the minister says there cannot be a timetable. So there's no plan to what they are doing. If any of their excuses, we are supposed to go by any of the excuses they are going, there's no plan. As for blaming, they have this penchant of blaming everybody but themselves. And have you seen the statement by Public Utility Workers Union also denying what they are being accused of? These were the same people you claim you were taking information from to counter government when you were in opposition. Suddenly they are bad. They are the ones causing the issues. Please, let's face it. As for the Gridco boss, I'm told, and I can't verify it on my own, maybe you should, but I'm told that he's due for retirement and was asked to proceed on a pre-retirement leave. So I don't really see where the big fuss about letting him step aside.
You're talking about Iwaba.
If he's actually due for retirement,
No, in his case, in his case, what makes it a little confusing is this, that, and in fact, there's a lady called Pelisiama, if you know her, she's a very vocal lady on social media.
Okay.
Now, she writes this, she puts this one out, and I think to some extent, I get where she's coming from.
Okay.
Now, Pearl wants to understand this Siama matter. So she says, I'm a bit confused. Was the Gridco CEO asked to proceed on leave this month in February before the fire? Right? If that is yes, then how is that related to what Felix is telling us? Yesterday Felix was at the, he's the one who organizes the government.
Felix has a way of embellishing what the ministers say because they think that governance is just PR. And you see, they need to get out. They need to get, yes, that's what he does. They need to get out of that mood. They are not in opposition. They are not in position. We are not in campaign where you think you can go and speak beautiful English, use flowery language, and think the problem is solved. Fix it. Let's stop giving us all this PR.
So Pearl says,
yes.
If no, what has necessitated a CEO to be suspended, whereas none of the immediate line managers have been asked to step aside?
Yes, that's a very valid question.
Give the people the facts. Ghanaians are rational and can be very accommodating, especially when you have their goodwill. Such confusing gimmicks eat away the goodwill. And she says there was fire that has reduced our power supply. No rational being will not accept that fact. Before then, we were changing transformers. There will be interruptions. Understandable. Now, what is not understandable is supposedly asking a man on his way to retirement to proceed to do so before the fire. Then come and tell us you have asked the same man to step aside because of the fire. So she thinks something doesn't add up. The fact is, any reasonably informed Ghanaian is very much aware that we suffer because of the war. Countries have started restricting. Okay, so I think this one is about.
No, but you see, Moro, This whole conversation is like they've been looking for one excuse or the other. Because you don't come and tell us pay one D-levy and kids doing so goodbye, and we are still facing. So it's like they were looking for an excuse. So this Akosombo thing was like, whoa, we got something today. But please, Ghanaians are discerning. Look, and I saw a flyer. I don't know what if the minister said that. He said it's they are being honest is better than saying doom CAC or all that. Why are we in opposition? Some of the things they accused, the propaganda war they waged against the good works that were being done. Today we are in opposition. Who benchmarks, who promises a reset and comes to benchmark a party that has, or a government that has been voted out of power? Moro, this shouldn't be a long conversation. No one is asking for miracles. We are asking for disciplined engineering, honest communication, and emphasis on honest communication, not what they are doing, and full public account of the levy money raised. In the name of keeping our lights on, that's all we want. So all this, this is being done, this is the reason, pythons, changing transformers, we want our lights on. And that is what they insisted on when they were in opposition. And that is what Ghanaians are still insisting on. Okay. Right? Kids are in school. I read somewhere, was it on social media, someone was saying, our forefathers or our grandmothers and grandfathers cannot boast of being the only ones learning with lanterns. Because you see, there's no timetable, there's no schedule. You just be in the middle of something and boom. And where I live like this, when there's no power, we don't have access to water because we use a pump.
Right.
Look, and you buy water, 2 tankers for 500 cedis. The water is on. Probably the person is in the middle of something and leaves the tap on. Once it comes on at an odd hour, your water is gone. So it's not only affecting, it's not only the light, it's affecting health facilities. It's affecting businesses. I saw a video of someone saying that they lost how many bottles of their fruit juice. That's a small business. How many bottles of their fruit juices just because of, and you know, it was watermelon juice. You know how sensitive some of these fruit juices can be. So if the person is not a conscientious person, they'll go and sell it to the other, and we have a health issue. So the value chain for this problem is quite critical. Right. And I think that it's not a long term. They said they could fix it. Okay. They should fix it and stop the plenty PR. And,
okay, so Ajay, we'll take a small breather. Okay. Ajay, we'll take a small breather. So hang on. I know you can't wait. We'll take a small breather. You're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. Please don't go anywhere.
Finding the ideal property shouldn't be a daunting task. At MNC Properties, we believe everyone deserves a place to call home. That's why we specialize in providing affordable housing options under our flagship project, Fresh Property Joy. Specifically designed for low and medium income earners, our range of customizable homes includes 2 and 3 bedroom standard and executive options, all meticulously crafted using innovative interlocking brick technology. We understand the importance of simplicity and convenience in the acquisition process. That's why we have designed our procedures to be straightforward and hassle-free, offering flexible payment options tailored to your individual needs. In addition to our affordable homes, we proudly offer litigation-free lands for sale in vibrant and upscale communities that present the perfect opportunity to build your dream home. We are committed to making affordable housing a reality, providing you with the joy of owning a home that meets your budgets and aspirations. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or invest, we've got you covered. Our service team is ready to assist you on 030-255-1917. MNC Properties.
As the days come and go, there's always shit. Let colleagues explore all the planetary bodies. Our mission is in Uranus to treat hemorrhoids, anal fistula, anal fissure, anal incontinence, hydradenitis suppurativa, using laser Legasure for pain-free and speedy recovery. On Uranus Street, Accra, is Mintuba Hospital and Coloproctology Center. Trust Uranus with us and we will delight you. Visit Mintuba Hospital today or call us on 0244 581 541.
Me chechi woni nara me din eje baby dapa me di ade sonko kra na ebremo nya ode to aduane mu ama waduane e dapa na me de bremo eno any some spices die ebuwa wo bebre o various flavors ubenya eya akoko ubenya nantwie yedi ku jollof mu ma emu ye de ubenya yedi ku nkwan mu yedi ku froye mu ho na ko pebito na ema waduane enye de unyimi nia yenkonko tie nyankofo eka
download your communication to enjoy Oduba. That's Samu spices. One in the essence, don't fight. Samu spices in a Sabi, Daddy so say. Samu spices, Moon Samu.
Samu spices, Yama chicken.
Samu spices.
In Sanaka in Kitwa, measure 10 grams. Your chicken, spaghetti, garlic and ginger, stew, can jollof, and the flavors of Odobebre.
Samu spices, yes, Saka.
FDIJ Jadien Kratwayatu.
Wabedum, Tamaso, J. Watch it, na learning. Missy, watch and learn. Makwema Besisia. Abozig. I can say no ya konate and the more drink woman. Hey, but I didn't mean. Oh, sorry. She knew her old dish. Eji, Dabio, baby womb. Ready? Hey, baby womb. Ah, Eji, I'll cause some discomfort. Sorry, well, uncle, where would I die? Why your funeral? At your phone for Aerofield Trading. Sorry, it killed them all.
No mum share Nanda Daya was mosquito call Esudu Womunumu. Na say spray with them musa. Chaisima edronum and sana kodynamo.
And Kratoi FDA Ajatum.
Cook Africa, Cook Africa, Cook Africa on AU Day. My name is Marcel, a typical Beninese, live in Ghana. I'm inviting all the Beninese or non-Beninese, I'm inviting all of you on the 23rd May at Metro TV at 9 a.m. sharp. I'm inviting all of you to come and then we'll enjoy Jenkple, a typical Benin food, which we use the similar ingredients as a jollof, the same ingredient we use for jenkple, but this time around we add basil to it because that one is a different aroma we are looking for. That's why we add those extra spices to it to get what we really want. I'm inviting all of you to come enjoy. Mes chers amis, je vous invite, venez massivement. On va célébrer AU Day on the 23rd May. Je vous invite. Merci et au revoir.
Oh, Africa, c'est ça sans faute. Moi j'ai beaucoup.
You're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. My name is Aldo Moro, and this morning I have two very powerful guests who are with me this morning on the show. The Loratu Musa Saka is a communications member of the NPP, and also Hajia Alimatu. You're not an Hajia yet. Really?
Yes.
Maybe because of the Hajj board.
When do you intend to?
Very soon.
Very soon, yes. May Allah make it possible.
Amen.
Yes. So Alimat Isaku is Isaac, actually. Yes. She's a Hajj board member and also board member of the Venture Capital Trust Fund. So please, next time, don't add the Hajj here. Just give her a name.
She just say
name, and that's fine. Yes. So, Alima,
okay.
What thou sayest with everything she said so far?
So on the post you read on social media about the lady, you know, the issue is the ministry has communicated. Nobody has interest more than the person who has been asked to step aside. If he has anything to say, let him speak for himself. Until then, I think everybody should observe their peace. Yes, and then, you know, recently when NPP begins to talk, it's not NDC that comes to defend, it's the people of Ghana. You know why? Because the people of Ghana have seen the work that the NDC is doing. I think my sister here should thank His Excellency John Dramani Mahama that in the entire 8 years of their government, they did not see any, or they did not invest any effort in changing transformer. Are you saying that the challenges you are having in your area is not as a result of high, low voltage? The people of Ghana knows what is happening. And the people of Ghana know the effort the government is putting. So maybe you have something to say because you are in opposition, you must say something. I agree with them. Yeah, but the people of Ghana know what is happening. The simple question one will ask is that in your entire 8 years, what did you do? What did you do in your entire 8 years? Except to move Ameri to Ashanti region, so that the Ashanti people will now customize and say Ameri is for them. But you will not look at the Ameri is for you. You look at what the Ameri is doing for you in the Ashanti region. So when the actual competence is brought to question, people will act in different ways as a response to the critical question. But the answer to that critical question, the scorecard is in the hands and in the pocket of Ghana people. If the government is taxing to deal with this issue, I just told you that the government has bought 2,500 transformers. You can decide not to hear, but I've said it on record in this station. Those who have heard it have heard it. They have also heard the government effort in cutting costs from 9 point something million to 1.8. They have seen the cost-cutting effort of the government. So you can talk. So if you want to understand why the people of Ghana are the ones responding to the NPP instead of the government, this is an example of that.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Your concluding,
when we said the alternative was scary, this is what we meant. It's not about what MPP didn't do or what MPP did. Government is a continuum. You said you were coming to reset. You said you were coming to fix the problems, so fix them. Okay. Just to add, maybe she is not aware. What's the name of this ministry? Energy and what? Green transition. Green transition. That virtually translates into alternative sources of energy, because our energy mix is more thermal and hydro. Right. We added 134.1 megawatts of renewable energy to our energy mix, from a low of 37.7 in 2016 to 171.8. Just for my sister to chew on if she thinks that nothing was done in the energy sector. It's not, the energy sector is not just about transformers and letting us sleep in doom. So at least we're not facing the kind of doom so that we are facing now. Children who were born after 2020, 2021, this is new to them. It's a culture shock for them. Now they are hearing Doomsday is back. They are hearing NDC synonymous to, and they are alarmed because they've never seen it before. So for her to say, I mean, when was collection of ECG collection improved. It was through digitalization, putting up the app, trying to streamline collection. You get it. So you said you were going to fix it. Please let us have light.
Okay.
This long talk about what this one didn't do, that one didn't do. Fix our lights. Let us be safe. Let the hospitals be safe. Let industry stop making losses. It's affecting and even affecting mortuaries.
Okay.
So even the dead are not spared.
Let me do this. Let me bring in our viewers, and then we can move to our second topic. And I'm sure that our second topic.
Nothing to say.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Otherwise,
we'll
go back and forth.
Fix it.
You left debt, though.
Fix it.
Alima,
What is that?
let's do this.
You didn't leave debt in 20.
Let's
Which government hasn't left debt?
Let's do this. Let's bring in our viewers. They also have an opinion. They also have an opinion. So, Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo, right? He sent us his thoughts on what we're discussing. Now, he says that, good morning, Moro and your guests. I believe the issue of the power outage and the resulting damage should be addressed publicly by individuals with the appropriate technical expertise.
Honest communication.
Now, for the good of the country, producers should engage qualified experts to speak on the issue rather than communicators who may turn it into a political debate. Thank you. That's Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo. Doc, thank you. And thank you always for tuning into the Good Morning Ghana show. We appreciate your input. Alhaji Hamza from Pig Farm, he says, good morning, my brother. Please tell Loretta to come down and communicate to us. We're not her school children. Yes. Arrogance and arrogant attitude that she's exhibiting this morning is totally unacceptable.
Unfortunate.
You should make her to withdraw.
And I don't think Moro should be
hold on. No.
That's very condescending, to be very honest.
No. You see, somebody holds his opinion about you. If I keep it, no, somebody has sent us a message, right?
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that somebody holds his opinion about
Alhaji
you.
Halidu.
No, it's called Hamza.
Hamza?
Now, yes.
Oh, okay.
And the reason I'm reading it because I want you to respond to it rather than the person.
I'll respond. That's his opinion.
Okay.
I'll respond.
So the person says.
That's his opinion.
So the person says. Yeah. The person says that the press. The press conference that was held yesterday by the minister was spot on, and we thank him for that. But I blame the NDC for all that is happening. A lot of cables in containers were stolen by functionaries of the NPP. We've allowed them to go scot-free. Moreover, 300 transformers are being changed in Tamale right now. Greater Accra is going on.
I think it's 400.
It's 400, yeah? Okay. It says the next to be fixed is Ashanti region. So what are they talking about it? What are they talking about?
Why are you laughing?
Let us not forget the MP is a political party that can do anything for power. KGTEL market is gone by fire. They told us they would do it, and they have done it. Samuel Brand Bobby said the government...
Before you go on, he said I should respond. I'm not going to respond.
Good.
That's his opinion.
About you.
And he can keep it.
Right.
And we come and sit here and do what we have to do and communicate. If you describe me in any way, arrogance is not part of the things that he describes. So he can sit and believe that that's his opinion. And I don't begrudge him for that. But we'll continue doing what we do and we'll continue keeping Ghana first. So if he sees it as arrogance from his NDC perspective, I don't begrudge him. That's his opinion.
That's someone's opinion. That's his opinion. So, I mean, on this particular show, I disagree with the way he's describing her.
Yeah,
but why are you branding him as an NDC?
That's my opinion too. Isn't that my opinion?
She's not an arrogant
person.
Then
he should also.
That's my opinion.
So then he should also keep his opinion because I was on your side.
So let's keep our opinion.
She's on your side.
I was on your side.
Let's all keep our opinion.
At least for this show, yes.
Yes.
Even if for any other show that he's making those observations, but at least for this show. So now you are branding the person as an NDC.
Okay, I retract that.
Okay. Maybe that's what I was trying to say. Maybe that branded, that's why
I retract that.
I step back.
That's his opinion. Whatever his perspective, whatever his perspective is, I don't begrudge him for that.
No, the truth of the matter.
At the end of the day, we are not accountable to any human being. We are accountable to our maker.
The truth of the matter is, Alhaji Hamza is NDC. I know him personally. He's NDC.
That is true.
He's been communicating.
That was true.
He's been communicating.
That is true.
She's exposed.
That is true.
So now it's
communicating for the NDC for the past 20
I was trying
years.
to come from an objective point of view. Since you are using him to attack, he is true. You are arrogant.
Anyway, so Samuel Brand Boabing says, no, Alhaji Hamza, if sometimes he will tell himself through his mates that, look, I love NDC, I'm NDC.
You see, Moro, sometimes
the fact that somebody is an NDC may not mean that,
yes.
The fact that somebody is an NDC may not influence the person's opinion about things.
Right.
An NPP can say something
about your opinion.
No, an issue about me. And when I sit down and do self-introspection, I can see certain things to work on.
I agree.
So you understand? So from the point that you mentioned that he's NDC and she's discounting the whole comment.
You see,
that's why
your point is that the person's political affiliation.
I was against. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
but you see the point of it. Yes, I get the principle that you're trying to espouse. That don't look at the person, look at the message.
Look at
but
the
the point
message.
is, the fact of the matter is, as we all know, that Laura is not an arrogant person. At all.
Moro,
if you can say anything about Laura,
but see, sometimes we also have to look at the things from the perspective of people with patriarchal mindsets. They don't want to see a woman as confident and assertive. So the best thing they want to do is call you arrogant and cow you into submission.
No, you have a point.
Our parents haven't groomed us this far for us to be cowed into submission.
You have a point.
So his opinion,
okay.
I don't begrudge him. We should keep it.
All right. He hasn't said that.
God forbid.
He wants to marry you, so accept so that all this back and forth will stop.
All right, let's go. And so, Samuel Brand Boabing says that the government and its enablers should stop the blame game and get serious. From sabotage of transformers to fire, now snakes. What do they take us for? The NDC lady should revise her notes or contact the Speaker of Parliament. He can explain the solar power system we commissioned in Nadole Kaleo. I hope Mr. Julius Debra has seen Mary Usi's latest video on Doomso. Samuel Brand Boabing sends that.
So he's also NPP.
No, he's NPP.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's NPP, yes. He sent me some videos on the commission of some of those solar panels in somewhere in Nadole Kaleo. Now, no, but what she said about Felix Alhaji Hamza, she didn't insult. He says sometimes Felix likes to embellish the things more. That's not an insult.
So you read what he said to you. That you are responding.
And because Hamza is back, he says he doesn't like the way she described Felix. No, he says that.
Did I describe Felix?
Didn't you hear her and the word she used to describe Honorable Felix?
What did I describe Felix?
The words used by her is totally on. She said, like that guy's why is it someone could allergy?
No, but whatever they have to say about the guy.
No, let's not spend too much time. We don't have all day. I beg you, we don't have all day. Let's move on. But we've made our point clear. I don't think that she was arrogant, and I don't think she said anything about Felix which is unacceptable.
You apologize for what you said about.
They can't take a small dose of what they gave us. The medicine they gave us, they can't even take a small dose.
Samuel Brand Boabing says, I should tell you that he's proudly MPP.
Very MPP.
Well, maybe if he was in NDC, he would have been in Parliament by now.
So, Kwesi Reynolds in Agona Odobing says the only light in Ghanaian homes and communities now is light soup.
Yeah.
We're in Doomso, and that's a fact. Alfred Kojo Tradles, he's NDC. Yes, he also says proudly NDC. He says, good morning, Alhaji Moro, and to your cherished viewers. I know the darkness is frustrating. I know businesses are struggling, food is spoiling, and families are uncomfortable. Your anger is valid. Your frustration is heard. Every single moment of light out is not acceptable, especially when you pay for power you consume. Let me give you the fact. On Thursday, 23rd April 2026, a fire broke out at the Gridco substation at Akosombo. The nerve center that channels power from the Akosombo Dam into a national grid. In one incident, Ghana lost close to 1,000 megawatts of electricity. To put that in context, our entire national peak demand is approximately 4,400 megawatts. We lost nearly a quarter of our power.
Yes.
And our power supply overnight because of fire outbreak. Let us support the NDC government led by the visionary leader, His Excellency John Dwuanema, to fix the problem. That's from Alfred Kojo Tradles.
Proudly NDC. Yeah.
He's a good citizen. He's of our country.
He's NDC.
He's proudly NDC.
Now, Jesse Boako, who's MPP.
I like the way you are agreeing with your own people. It's like the same thoughts from a party school.
Jesse Boako is a political marketing expert. He says, my sister Haja Laura is right. The justification by the energy minister and the government is too much. Of course. They should stop speaking big English with long explanations and solve the problems. We can't continue like this. Businesses are collapsing. Just yesterday, a barber in my area was forced to lay off 2 of his workers at the shop because sales have dropped due to no power. Ghanaians want stable power and not 133 power. Jesse Buakon, political marketing expert. Mr. Austin Game of Game and Game Academy of Mediation, he sent this message and he says, good morning, Moro. Any leader of an organization has both accountability and responsibility in their delivery. Indeed, even the least error on the part of the worker carries vicarious responsibility. I think the outcome of investigations will determine the way forward. All those with the opportunity to work in the public sector are expected to work honestly in their lawfully chosen occupation and to enhance productivity. Thank you very much, Mr. Austin Game. Musa Abato and Aswasi says, we acknowledge the genuine challenges with power supply. These are systematic issues, not problems created by this government. Ghanaians are discerning and understand that resolving such matters takes time, and we appreciate their patience as we work diligently to address them in a sustainable and amicable way. As for the MPP Vuvuzela noise, they are free to remain detractors, but to remain focused and committed to delivering on our social contract with the people of Ghana. Master Planner Jr., he's an analyst from Kintampo, policy analyst from Kintampo. Nobody's changing transformer in Kintampo here, but we always experience them. So the NDC communicator should stop blaming.
Maybe they are doing it virtually.
Let me please land. The NDC communicator should stop blaming transformers. Who fixes transformers at 1 a.m.? Our lights goes off around the time. The Minister of Energy should also be reshuffled. There was Doomsaw before the Kosovo fire outbreak. We cannot blame as the main cause of the Doomsaw. Now, this one here, okay. Oh, Reverend AJ, thank you. Thank you very much. My Papa DCU says that some aren't aware of the sort of problems that we are having with outdated transformers. Over 30 years old, serving an area which includes an industrial hub in terms of production of materials and then damages it can cause to home gadgets like fridges, TV, etc., due to even a simple mistake. On that note, having a visionary government replacing over 2,000 outdated transformers, we need to applaud the government. Within the same period, Akosombo Dam, the main power source of the country, off-grid is not an art of sabotage by unpatriotic lots. Some people, especially the opposition elements, are ahead condemning the government. I'm surprised. That's so sad. It's just unacceptable. Papa is you from Spintex. He sent that message. All right. So, okay. So, Kwesi Ronald said, you didn't also mention that I'm also a pure and proud MPP. Kwesi Ronald, I can tell from the messages that you sent. Anyway, so ladies, I want us to move on to our next topic. So, Bright, please play these videos. Please, let's move on to our next topic. All right. So, the Daily Guide has a very interesting editorial. Now, why is this editorial interesting? Because the Chief Executive Officer and we have, unfortunately, just 15 minutes to do this. The Chief Executive Officer of the Free Zones Authority made some comments, and the comments is in response to a comment which was made by the chairman of the Pentecost Church. I'm talking about Apostle Nyameche. He had issues with the way governments have fought Galamsey, and he thinks that things are not getting better and that the NDC government must set up. Mary Osi says, look, listening to the man, she thinks that she has a problem with the way he spoke, and he didn't speak as a man of God, he spoke as a politician. And so next time, if he wants to do politics, he must do politics so that she can deal with him as a politician. But then the presenter then said, you are warning him, and then she said yes. So she didn't say, but he said it, and then she said yes. Subsequently, she was told to apologize, so she apologized. But after her apology, the Chief of Staff used the occasion of his 60th birthday to also apologize, albeit in a teary mood. Now, two questions have come up. One is that, why did the Chief of Staff apologize? In what capacity? Is it as a birthday celebrant or as Chief of Staff? And is the apology enough? Because what is the government's position on what Mary has done? Never mind the fact that she apologized. Because the government has a code of ethics, code of conduct. And that is what the editorial talks about. So please, let's watch this video and I can read it. I don't know whether we should do this because our time is very limited. So, Bright, you know what? Maybe let's pause because the videos are out there. We've seen the videos already. So let me rather read the editorial. It's a very interesting editorial so that I can pick your thoughts on it.
From where?
Bright, I think that's fine.
Oh, from where?
It's in today's Daily Guide.
Oh, okay.
Yes. It says, yes, the man who presented himself as one who would crack, so it says, and the chief of staff wept. Now, yes, the man who presented himself as one who would crack the whip on defaulters of their party's code of conduct, it's not the party's, government's code of conduct. When he launched the document, wept. When he launched the document, wept perhaps for failing to do what he had to do. Outwardly, he could have shed tears when he appeared before the Church of Pentecost to express remorse on behalf of his party's arrogant Dr. Mary Usi for opening her mouth too loud and incurring the wrath of many Ghanaians who have followed her invectives over time. But the sincerity behind the gesture is doubtful, so this author says is doubted. And it came to pass that government appointee breached the code of party, if you like, Magna Carta, shortly after pomp and pageantry underpinning its launch. What a test for Julius Deborah, who failed to crack the whip, but rather put up a circus show in front of a congregation of the Church of Pentecost when he wept, so his apology on behalf of the woman would be acceptable. Omissions and commissions by government appointees are providing watchers of the political scene with mammoth doses of themes for discussions and critiques. One of the things that Deborah humorously put out during the launch was that appointees who breach the code would not find the president helpful when they turn to the commander-in-chief for reversal of dismissal decisions. He would only tell such defaulters that as for Julius, when he signs the letter, that is it, to underscore his strict enforcement of standards. Now that an opportunity has reared its head for him to prove that he's a man who can deal with the disciplinary issues when he has to, he has been found wanting. For a man who has presidential ambitions, shedding such tears and showcasing docility when he's faced with an active instance of breach of party code of discipline, he has failed the eligibility test. There are many days ahead, and we expect that perhaps he can prove us wrong when he starts biting and stop shedding tears on stage for the cameras. There's one more paragraph, but I'll end here. So I'll start with you, Ajia. I will say Ajia. Alima.
Oh, Alima. Okay.
So I'm sure you've watched the Mary Usi video.
Yes.
You sing the apology. You also heard her apology.
Yes.
And so on. And people say, what's the government position on this matter? What do you make of all that has happened?
Our party, and for that matter, our president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has demonstrated beyond reasonable doubt that we are respecters of divergent religious groupings in our country, largely Christianity, Islam, and traditional religion. He's one that if you did not know that he's a Christian, you would think that he's a Muslim because he blends so well with the Islamic community. He can even speak Hausa. I'm a Muslim, I'm a Nodna, but I can't speak Hausa. So no doubt that we are respecters of various religious groups in our country. So if one of our members is seen to have slipped and made comments that was not supposed to be made, what do you expect that we do as a government? We need to reach out and resolve the issue. And that is exactly what we have done. So in our local parlance, it is said that after all the mistake that somebody makes, if you say, I'm sorry, it ends there. But we know the likes of Laratu and her people will not leave it there. Personally, I know Dr. Mary Usi, a very warm person. It got to a time that she was of a very immense help to a lot of the young ladies in our party. But you know, there's no job without hazard. If you observe how the interview went, it's like she was being led on. But I mean, that said and done, she has apologized. Even the apology, some people have issues with it. They say if they have issues with the if. But me, I was born and bred in Ashanti region. And I know that Asantinika Sopachewa, am I allowed to speak?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, Asantinika Sopachewa, no Kodua, Okase, Se Mafumwa, and Dr. Mary Usi from Ashanti region. So, being influenced by where she's coming from, if she has to apologize, she's not saying, if to demonstrate that she's been coerced or not. But from where she's coming from, if you say Semafumwa, direct translation into English is if I have offended you. So those who are saying that she doesn't really mean it, I can tell you for fact that she means what she has said. She has apologized. The party has apologized. The government has apologized. And the issue of the chief of staff whipping is not something that we have control over. Something that you must see or do and be laughing or be a bit indifferent. Someone is touched. This is a birthday, a whole birthday being used to apologize to a religious leader that we have so much respect for. I have so much respect for this man because even in the NPP time, personally, I heard him condemning the issue of Galamsey. So his position has not changed on this matter. Thank you.
Okay.
Moro.
I like that. Straight to the point.
Moro.
Yes, boss.
I've always maintained that a second is a long time in a politician or a political activist's life. And human as we are all fallible. And especially, it's quite challenging, especially when it has to do with women. Because for the longest time, we've been championing an increment in our numbers. But I don't know Dr. Ewusi personally, but you follow people's utterances to also form your opinion about them. This is the same woman who placed someone who betrayed her boss or snitched on her boss to their advantage during 2024 election as against her hard-working party full soldiers. And we didn't see the chief of staff come out to either apologize to their grassroots or say anything contrary to that. Again, for a government that has launched a second code of conduct, in 2013, they launched Code of Ethics for Ministers and Political Appointees. In 2025, they launched Code of Ethics. And when you even look at the wording of the document, it's more ministerial. So doesn't it apply to the other appointees or is inferred? Because if you look at section 1.3 of the 2025 Code of Ethics or Code of Conduct, whichever way, because the cover page says Code of Conduct, right. But when you go further into the document, it says Code of Ethics section, Code of Ethics. But when you go to when you go to section 1.3, which talks about civility, courtesy, and restraint, the opening statement there is public service and good governance cannot function effectively without courtesy, respect, and civility. Hence, the minister must. So that's why I'm asking the question if it applies to only ministers or is inferred that it applies to all the appointees. Okay. So A, be humble. B, be willing to give and accept constructive criticism and advice from colleagues and the general public. C, use decorous language, even in the face of provocation. Right. D, take reasonable care to maintain the integrity and the reputation of the ministerial office. E, avoid offensive or provocative language or conduct. And F, which is the last one, conduct himself or herself with dignity and refrain from engaging in acts of rudeness and disrespect. So if this, by inference, applies to other appointees, then I can understand why the chief of staff wept. Because if you have this code of conduct or code of ethics that you launched with taxpayers' money, and you're supposed to be the one making sure that all these people, all the appointees, ministers adhere to this conduct, and it's difficult for you to call the person to order on a second strike, then I think that was where that's why he wept, because that weakness of not being able to crack the whip, I think that is what made the chief of staff cry. Because, I mean, you've signed up to this, you are standing in a church premises, you know what has to be done, but you can't do it. And I think that is what evoked the tears of the chief of staff. Right. And I believe that if this is anything to go by, we should be seeing more than just the chief of staff weeping.
All right, so Prosper Ashikwe, a very good friend. He's based in Asylum Down. You know him personally?
Oh.
Prosper Ashikwe. He's also a regular contributor to the show.
Oh, okay. Yes. I don't think I know him.
He says, Moro, good morning to Loretta. Loretto, sorry. And he said, tell her Ghana is working.
Yeah.
She doesn't know.
That's Annie's friend.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's sitting in for her. That's good.
Oh, God. Anyway, so just a minute. Let me do this. Once we should come in. So our time is almost up. But let me just do this quickly. Let me sell small. Discover MNC Group Global, your number one partner in minerals and food commodity trading, real estate development, general logistics, procurement, management consultancy, investment advisory, import and export. They have headquarters in East Legon, Accra, Ghana. They also have offices in Dubai, Hong Kong, and Guangzhou in China, Johannesburg in South Africa, Virginia, USA, Arezzo in Italy, and Hanover, Germany. We connect markets that drive business growth with tailor-made solutions to meet your needs. Trust us to maximize your value in every deal. Reach us on MNC Group at mncgroupgh.com or call 0302 998 246, 0302 998 246, or 026 5505 337 or 056 103 2252. MNC Group, totally reliant. And also don't forget to come grab some lunch at AH Cafe here on the premises of Metro Television. They give you a sumptuous meal at affordable prices. I'll tell you a bit more tomorrow when I come on the show. I want to say a big thanks to you. Our time is up, unfortunately. I know you have... So let's move on. Okay.
Support women.
All
Just
right.
leave it there.
All right. Is it support women? Support women. Eh?
Why there are no women in your grassroots that is said Choboy? The women who went to do Choboy.
Apologize. Leave it.
Also, let's move on. Let's move on. So Alimatu Isaac is a board member of Hajj, and also board member of the Venture Capital Trust Fund, and also one of the strong communicators of the government, and she's been with us this morning. Also, Loratu Musa Saka is a communications team member of the MPP. Thank you very much for joining us. I've enjoyed every bit of the engagement today. Thank you, and have Assalamu alaikum to both of you. Have a good day. My name is Aldo Moro. Once again, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Bye-bye.
Hello everyone, my name is Glorious, a Nigerian living in Ghana. We have an event coming up. It is called